Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. You are brought to you by Hitman the Troll Holla. Welcome, welcome. This is a new Hitman, you guys. What up, y'all? Check this out. So I've been sitting back. I just been, preparing for my battle. Having a little fun on the internet with this battle culture. And really decided, because you gotta understand, with me being from St. Louis, I've been biased my whole career. I admit, I've been biased my whole career. So, with that being said, I said, let me break down a Verb career, because a lot of people, a lot of us just always scream, like, yeah, resume, best resume, he do this, he do that. So I said, you know what? From an unbiased standpoint, let me break down a Verb career, because now that I got a problem with dude and I ain't got to be biased, the numbers and stats and what's glitter is not always gold. And I'm finna be the first to tell y'all, this might be the first person after looking at his resume and really breaking down this shit that we might kick out of top tier. I'm gonna be real. A lot of niggas hide behind that golden era back then. I'm finna break this shit down to y'all. And I'm probably finna be the first battle rapper to ever break a nigga career down. Cause y'all done pissed me off. I'm tired of y'all giving niggas accolades and giving niggas shit that niggas don't deserve, bro. You alright, so? So with that being said, we're gonna start with the Spin Master. Now y'all know we all came out of St. Louis, you know, golden era shit. And when you look at a Verb career, when you look at when I read this stuff off to you, y'all just gonna automatically like, yeah, that's them great statistics and this and that. So I'm gonna read it off to you. I want everybody to cheer and shit when I read this shit off. 11-time URL headliner, 3-time KOTD headliner, 3-time RBE headliner, 4 Gnome appearances, 5 Summer Madness appearances, 5 volume appearances, 1 of 3 MCs to battle Moot and Lux. Top 10 highest viewed battle on 3 different leagues. BT 106 Park Freestyle. Headline all 3 major leagues in 1 year. URL, KOTD, RBE. 15 million view battles. 42 million view total. 822 views per battle. Now, when you're reading that off, you'll be like, yeah, that shit's amazing. But it's time to put the microscope under this shit. Let's start with the URL. So we all know URL was the NBA once upon a time. You know, that's where all the battles, quote unquote, mattered. That's when niggas got their rocks off. That's when niggas got their name, became a household name. That's what, you ain't getting no wins on URL. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't matter. So if we start, let's just start with big name, big cards. Summer Madness. Summer Madness 1. You're under a microscope. Who the A Verb battle? Charlie Clips. Summer Madness 1 was the first big stage battle in battle rap history. Summer Madness 1. Not big stage. I say big event. You know, I don't like to be wrong. Let me make sure on big event, big stage, big event, something. What was before? What was before Summer Madness 1? Yeah, because me and Arsenal and all that little stuff, they were just like little venues. Right. So if I'm not mistaken, Summer Madness 1 was the biggest big stage battle till date. He battled Charlie Clips. He fucking died. Nigga got smoked badly. Died, man. Nigga died. But before we even go to Summer Madness 1, because I don't know what these other cars called, we're going to go like Midwest Massacre. You know, it was me and Big T and him and Miles. Then I battled Cortez. He battled Mouth Holla. Them was good battles. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was doing their things. First time on Smack, motherfucker, you should have. Everybody should be good. Your first time battle in front of Smack and all this shit we doing, you need to be good. We just gonna skip to all these, you say 11-time headliners and shit like that. So Some Man is one, he diverse clips, right? All right, fuck it. Everybody make mistakes. You know, everybody gonna get it together. We're gonna spin the block. Some Man is 2. He battled, drum roll, T-Rex. Got his ass kicked again. 2 years in a row. Biggest stage ever, back to back. Got his ass kicked for $15,000 on the line in front of 1,000,000 people. The nigga died again. He might be the first URL era rapper to lose money, like with money on the floor. Correct me if I'm wrong, boss, or Showtime. Has that ever been money on the floor before Some Madness 2?
Not that I can recall. I don't want to say it happened, but when Diddy did the 12K, that was the first time I saw it.
Okay, Showtime, what about you?
I ain't never seen it, but even if it wasn't nothing at that magnitude like Diddy's stopping the battle.
Okay, Diddy stopped the battle. Remember, we talking about a guy who got the best resume ever, y'all saying, and like this guy, trick guy, we just bringing up facts. These are actual events. I'm not making up nothing. I'm not adding sauce to nothing. I'm just giving y'all a rundown of a verb. I'm ending up doing this to a lot of top tiers, but a verb is the first. So Summer Man, just to recap, Summer Man is 1. He died versus Charlie Clips. Summer Man is 2. He got his ass kicked versus Rex. 12,000 on the line. Diddy understands all these niggas on her head, he died, bro. So that's back-to-back years where on the biggest stage, A Verb looked a fucking mess. Booed in both showings. Cool. Summer Madness 3. I'm just doing the Summer Madness right now, y'all. We're gonna break down everything. We're gonna break down gnomes, we're gonna break down all this shit. But I'm just starting with the Summer Madness. And I want y'all, anybody out there, I want y'all to think of counter arguments of other super tier, like top tiers or god tiers, people who resume can look as stink as this. That y'all say got the best resume, or like god tier, or like really them niggas or the best ever. All that. I want y'all to pick any Sue Surf, Charlie Clips, Mook Lux, K-Shot, whoever you want to pick. Tell me if they look as bad as Verb on these minis of occasions. That's all I want y'all to do. Some man is 1, body. Some man is 2, he lost 12,000. Smoke again. Some man is 3. Was he on Some Man is 3 Showtime? Or boss?
Let me look it up.
Because I think that's bars over names. Matter of fact, no, I don't think there want no top names on that, top tier names on that. I want no top tier names on that, because that's when Smack did the bars over name. That was Tay Rock and Ill Will and all them, right? Sitting those. Hold on, wait. Oh, come here 3. Yeah, I'm glad. Come here 3 talking. I don't know what that means. 3, what up? What's up, 3?
What's up, man? I don't think the brother he wasn't on there. Some
You want to know something,
man.
man? The street? Oh,
That was Shine Arsenal and all that. That wasn't bad. It was Diz, Rex.
okay, good.
And all
Good
that.
shit, good shit. All right, so Some Man is 1. Stop me when I'm wrong, though. Some Man's 1, he got smoked, right?
Yeah, Charlie Clips.
Some Man is 2, he got smoked again, lost 12,000, right?
In front of Diddy and all them niggas, yeah.
Boom. He wasn't on Summer Madness 3. So fuck it. Summer Madness 4. I know he just spent the block. I know he ready to redeem himself by Some -4. So Some -4 come around as Hitman and Surf. You know what I'm saying? Who did Verb battle?
Hold on, man, I gotta look.
Let's look. Yeah, just look. We gonna run down all these. We gonna run down this nigga career because I'm tired of niggas acting like he just this man. This nigga didn't look the mess for 80% of his career, and it's time to put him under the microscope. So that means first, so he been on 2 Summer Madnesses so far, and it's been stinks and bodies. Some -4. Who did he battle?
Good. That was a goodie though. Holla.
He ain't battle.
That
He
was a
ain't
good
battle
battle.
good. Some
Goods was
-4.
Gnome. Goods
Yeah,
was
no,
Oh
we ain't
Gnome.
no,
get the gnome yet.
my bad, the boss,
Yeah.
my bad,
We ain't get the
sir.
gnome yet.
Sir.
Yeah, I know.
Don't kill me, the boss, my bad.
Some -4 is that John the Nine?
I think so. I'm looking at it. So that's clips.
If that was that, if he battled Summer -4 John, I think that was a stinker. That was stink. Everybody was mad at that, saying that was a stink battle. Verb ain't do good. Verb looked a mess. If that was John, Summer -4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Summer -4, John versus A Verb.
So you mean to tell me the first 4 Summer Madnesses, he was on 3, and he got smoked in 2, and a McStinker in 1. This is what we doing. This is the nigga we saying is that his first 3 big stage performances of the biggest on the biggest leagues, he got 2 bodies and he got a McStinker. That's where we at so far.
And I think the John battle might be in the I Am a Rooster battle too, if I ain't mistaken.
Oh, hold on, my fault. Somebody got my thing. We go. That's when he said, is the other my man. Be quiet. My fault, y'all. My dog is going crazy. Hold on, let me open this going for my fault. Nah, my car wash man out there too. All right, so look, what you say, Showtime?
I said I think that John battle might have been the I Am a Rooster battle too.
Oh, so he went viral. That's the one he went viral for having probably the worst bar in battle rap history. Okay, so bet. So Summer Madness 1, he died of Charlie Clips. Summer Madness 2, a year later, he lose 12,000 and died of Rex. Then do Summer Madness 3, spent the Black Summer Madness 4, had a McStinker, and he had probably a candidate for the worst bar ever. Oh my fucking God, is you fucking serious? And this ain't even the shit he's doing between these battles. I'm just doing Summer Madness. Okay, was he on Summer Madness 5? Because they say 11-time headline, all this shit. Was he on Summer Madness 5? We gonna run this shit now.
No, I ain't got the SM. What is this? A Verb and Shine was what? Nope, that's Gnome.
Now we ain't get to the gnomes yet. Yeah, we ain't get to the gnomes.
Briz was Rookies versus Vets. I don't see SM5.
Okay, you ain't showing 5. Okay, Summer Madness 6. That was me and K Shine. Was Verb on Summer Madness 6?
Mm-hmm. I need to find. You know what? Hold on.
We gonna run down all this shit right there. Summer Madness 5, Summer 6. I was on 6. He battled. He might not have been. Little dude, be quiet. Oh man, shit. We gonna make sure we ain't gonna put no dirt on the name. We gonna tell the truth. You know, see, we want exactly facts. Where you found it. We want all that.
No, he wasn't on Summer Madness 6.
In 106. Okay. When did anybody know his next? Was he on Some Matters again? But I know Lux was no Some Matters 9, right? Or something. So was it any on any more? Some Matters 1, Some Matters 2, Some Matters 4. Wasn't on 5, wasn't on 6. So that's something in itself. So wait a minute. He was this big time nigga and all this. He wasn't on 2 Summer Madnesses back to back. So if he's on 1, he was on 2, 103, he was on 4. So he wasn't on 5 or 6. What the fuck was Verb at?
He wasn't on 7 either. I think 7 was you and Rock.
Hold on, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me the nigga that y'all say, listen, the nigga that y'all say brought the Midwest movement in and all that stuff, right? This was only 2010 through 2014. This was only a 4-year span. It was only a 4-year span. 5 year. Now, when was Me and Rock? 2017? So 2010 to 7. So we did 7, we did 7. So the 7-year span from 2010 to 2017, he wasn't on Summer Madness 3, 5, 6, or 7. That's 4 Summer Madnesses in a row that man went on. Is this so? Is his career on some like D Rose type shit? Then MVP early 2010 when he battled Marv and Grind Time, and then had Miles and Mouth, and this shit stopped in 2010, 2011. Because how the fuck you missed 4 Summer Madnesses, and Summer Madness was the Super Bowl? When I was coming up in battle rap, the Gnomes weren't really. That was for the guys who really couldn't headline. I don't want to say couldn't headline Summer Madness, but it wasn't. The goal was to get on Summer Madness. I wasn't on the Gnomes because they had me. I was on kind of a Summer Madness type nigga. Gnomes started getting kind of powerful and popular after it was a thing to get on. So, okay, maybe he was on the Gnomes before Summer Madnesses. That's 4 Summer Madnesses he wasn't on. Okay, skip that. So right now, he's 0 for 3 for Summer Madness's performance. Stinkers and bodies. Stinkers and bodies. That's what we got from Verb in the Summer Madness, the Super Bowl of battle rap. He don't have one good showing on. The Super Bowl of battle rap, Verb don't have one good showing on. Just want to make sure everybody clear. We all don't agree. We agree to that 3? The boss and Showtime? Just stop me when I'm wrong. Okay. Bet. So, Some Man is 8. Was he on Some Man is 8?
Nah.
Oh my fucking God, bro. God damn. Is this nigga a top trip battle rapper or not? So you mean tell me the nigga wasn't on 5, 6, 7, or 8? All right. Maybe all okay, but I don't know. Some Man is 9. That was him and Lux, right?
I think him and Lux was at Gnome. Or am I tripping?
Oh, so hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. So that was Gnome. That was Gnome. Now. All right, so okay, was he on any more Summer Madnesses?
I think he was on Summer Madness 10 with Calico.
So the nigga went from Summer Madness 4 to Summer Madness 10? Oh, man, this nigga, bro. You mean to tell me the Super Bowl of battle rap, the URL who he said, oh, URL only URL know your worth. If URL wasn't giving you and booking you, you wasn't shit. Only URL know this. So URL ain't booked you for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my fucking God. Okay. So what was they saying about Verb and Calico? I personally don't remember. But what is this battle classic? Is the fans giving this classic? What they saying about this? I don't really remember it.
That was Calico's. I was 12 years old when I found out sandwich bags was
Oh, that's
sandwiches.
COVID. I remember that. That was COVID. That's when he whooped he whooped Verb ass. It was COVID, right? That's when he called me out or something too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did Verb have a classic performance? Like the niggas is saying, like, yeah, that was Verb, one of the best Verb. Niggas saying that. 3.
I didn't hear anybody say that.
There we go. All right, so now he on 10. So now you mean from Summer Madness 1 to Summer Madness 10, the Super Bowl of battle rap, Verb has yet to put on a decent showing in the world's most respected, the NBA. Verb has yet to have one decent showing. The nigga y'all said brought the Midwest to the forefront, and the Midwest King and God tier and all this. He hasn't had one good showing on one Summer Madness yet. And we on Summer Madness 10? Okay. All right. Wake me the fuck. Somebody pinch me. You gotta be fucking lying to me right now, bro. I've been playing wingman and letting y'all call this nigga the GOAT over me and all this shit, being a good supporter and a good friend. And this nigga, we on Summer Madness 10 and y'all can't give me one good showing with bodies and stinkers. And we only on Summer Madnesses. We ain't even got to all that other embarrassing shit I'm finna get to. Oh my fucking God. I just played that space by Surf for a reason. Surf said you play good at the park, but when it's time to go win, you stink. I'm like, Surf, man, you hating, man. You hating on Verb. Surf, don't you lying, man. Don't do Verb. He's fucking correct. Summer Madness 10, and this motherfucker only got y'all ain't telling me the Calico a good showing, so I'm gonna get all right, whatever. Is he on anything Summer Madness after that?
Hitman Holla did a surprise one rounder, the Gun Titles Madness 2022.
A surprise.
Yeah.
A surprise. Why? How? Can they surprise Rolling Lux? You think you're around gonna say, "Hey, we forgot to tell you, Rolling Lux about the battle"? No. Can they surprise bum ass Mook? No. You think a motherfucker gonna say, "Oh, hey y'all, we wanted to trick you guys. Here comes Sue Surf. Go Sue Surf." No. How the fuck is you guys here having surprise battles? The league ain't even booking you neither. The league ain't even booked that. URL ain't give you no money for that. So you keep saying, "Oh, yeah, the league, you ain't the league. The league only know your worth. URL the only people that know your worth. So if they ain't giving it to you, URL ain't booked that, nigga. Somebody else paid for you to do that. Somebody paid for you a slot, nigga. Use an ad battler, nigga. Somebody paid them to put you in that slot. Use an ad fucking battler, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. One round. Had a good one round show. I remember that one though. That was cool. One surprise battle. Nobody.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
one.
but no,
That
he
was
got
a
to
good
live
one.
up nothing. He ain't got to carry no card. Nobody news, no pressure. Didn't matter. Went on first. Yeah, finally. So you mean it?
I nope. So I'm gonna hold you accountable now. So do that with all of them now. So do that with all the battles you just named. Did he have to hold the card? Like was they big battles? Like do that for the Summer Madnesses you named.
Okay,
Was the clip?
yeah.
Was he
Okay, so
do that?
clip, yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie Clips, that was co-main event. Body. That was co-main event. That was Hitman Hollow, Charlie Clips, A Verb. Body had to carry that card. Summer Madness 2. That was Rex. You versus T-Rex. Probably my favorite New York battle rapper ever. Probably the most decorated New York battle rapper ever. You stood in front of a nigga like that with P. Diddy holding 12K over your head. You got bodied. Cool. Summer Madness 4. John John. The reason why that was a big battle, because John last Summer Madness battle, well, John might have been on Summer Madness 3, I don't know. But Summer Madness 2, John made history with a nigga like me. Man, John got one of the best Summer Madness battles ever. And they on like Summer Madness 20. You go up there, have a stinker with him. No quotables. I am a rooster. You die. Fuck out of here. They don't even book you for another 8 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Surprise battle. You fucking stink. Your whole career is a fucking, it's glitter. It's like you thinking it's gold and that shit, that little bullshit glitter. That's what it's looking like. How you a Verb and you supposed to be this big dog and you went on 7 Summer Madnesses in a row? Fuck out of here. You got niggas, you got sponsors that's putting you on URL cards, smacking bees in them one calling you to book you. They giving you ad spots. You's an ad battler. Fuck out of here. No time in my fucking life was I an ad battler or a sponsor had to pay me. Gerald wasn't finna sponsor me for URL. He got the ball rolling. My checks are so crazy, they gotta give me 20 to get me to start writing. There wasn't no half, or no half, or no half. You's an ad battler. Your whole fucking, you been riding my wave, nigga. You been high behind them cardinal caps that Hitman brought. We on Summer Madness 11, and we at your first good showing. And it's a surprise one round. Fuck out of here. Is he on anything else on Summer Madness after Hollow the Dime?
No.
Oh my fucking God. You fucking lying to me, the boss. So you mean to tell me before we switch to some other events, out of 15 Summer Madnesses, Verb is on 1, 2, 4, 10, and 11. He's on 5 of them and only had a good round. So 97% of your Summer Madnesses battles are stinkers or bodies, and the bodies is not you giving them, is you been placed in them. What fucking goat is this? Fuck out of here, bro. We finna put this nigga under a microscope. It took for this to happen for me to, I'm end up doing this to a lot of niggas, pause. But just know, so I want people to write this down. Verb has been on 1, 2, 4, which is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 5 Summer Madnesses. Didn't headline none of them. Now that I think about it, how you name me one motherfucking nigga that ain't headline Summer Madness is supposed to be that. Name me one. Name me one nigga out of our era that's really him that ain't headlined the Summer Madness. He ain't headline 1. He ain't headline 2. He didn't headline 4. Who we say 5 was against? Was he on 5? Summer Madness 1, 2, 4. Nah. Calico. That was that a headline with him and Calico, the headline of that Summer Madness?
I don't even remember. Let me check.
Please check. And then 10. So he don't even headline no Summer Madness, and all his Summer Madness are fuck out of here. We'll get to that later. Keep that. I want everybody to write that shit down though. Write this outstanding resume that y'all trying to give him. Right there. Huh?
Him and Calico was the main event for SM10.
He's so fucking lucky to snuck one in, COVID ass main event. Oh, let me mad. Fuck. He's so fucking lucky. So he just snuck a headline in with another underwhelming performance. Oh, this nigga stink, bro. All right, whatever.
No, just give him that. You petty as shit.
I'm so mad. Oh, he just snuck him and COVID in. All right, cool. 90%, 95% of his Summer Madnesses are stinkers or bodies. Cool. That stink. I bet you I can't name no other top tier legend with a resume like that. Summer Madnesses only. Only Summer Madnesses. I'm willing to challenge anybody else. So I'm giving y'all can listen. I'm giving y'all arguments. I'm telling y'all now, y'all would not find another God tier or top tier battle rapper with a stinker Summer Madness resume than A Verb. And that's that. Let's move on to the Gnomes. How many Gnomes was he on? I just said it earlier in the thing. Was it 3? Oh, I'll get to it. Let me get through and find it again. Hold on. Let me see. He got Gnome. He got 4 Gnome appearances. Okay. Can somebody read me up? Okay, Gnome. What Gnome one? Which ones was he on?
I
Where
think
was the
his first one was Gnome 2 with X Factor. I think that was the first one.
first two when he
Prime Detective.
when he put the blindfold on
Yeah, the
and he
freaky
lost
shit.
3-0? Oh my fucking god! So okay, Summer Madness was the Super Bowl. And Gnome was like the All-Star games, kind of like it was still big time, like it was big time. So your first Gnome ever, you get 3-0 by X Factor, and you put on a fucking blindfold and say you finna play peekaboo with him. Come on, bro. This the nigga I've been playing Wingman too. I've been letting y'all say he got the best resume and this and this and that. His first Gnome, he get 3-0. So he don't have one good Summer Madness show him besides a surprise one round. And his first Gnome, he get 3-0 by playing peekaboo while putting on a leather suede peekaboo face mask. Blindfold. Fuck out of here. X Factor spanked that man. This shit is oh my fucking god. This is the you ain't gonna find me another guy to top tier resume that stink like this, bro. Gnome 2, you lost the X Factor bad and you went viral because you put on a leather fucking blindfold in front of a grown man, bro. All right, bro. What is the next Gnome, bro? God damn, bro. Stinky. What's the next Gnome, bro?
Him and Goods, Gnome 4.
It was good. That was a good one.
That was fire. I ain't gonna
That was
hold
a good
you.
one.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite Verb battles.
Yeah, that was a good one. Finally, we had motherfucking 9 motherfucking big stage battle. We finally can say that was a good one. God damn, finally. And he choked that battle too, didn't he?
Versus Goods, I don't remember him choking.
Did he choke the stomach? He ain't do none that time, Showtime?
He had that little stumble over I forgot over the word, but he had a little stumble, but
All
he got
right. We'll let him have it. We'll let him have it. Finally, good one. Okay, who we battle after Goods? That was Iron Low like anemic, right? Yeah, he finally went by. He finally
Yep.
giving us something. He finally giving what the fans fucking asked for. You finally delivering.
Yeah, extensions Nina. Let me put my B weave
What
in. Yeah, he was
what year?
cooking in
What
that
year is
one. I
that?
ain't
Y'all
gonna
remember
hold
what
you.
year is that?
2014.
2014. Finally, God damn. All right. What was after Goods?
For no?
Yeah, he got a third. He got 4. So he got Gnome 2 versus X Factor. I guess whatever Gnome that was Goods.
Oh, he did Gnome 5 versus K Shine, but that wasn't, that ain't.
Wait a minute, bro. I just failed. So you mean to tell me I'm thinking he finna go on this role because you know what I'm saying? He was, he was getting the hang of the big stages and in front of the crowds. And you mean to tell me K Shine was his next one? When he fucking died? That niggas be saying that's the biggest body of all time, Danner. Oh my God. So he died versus Cliffs, died versus Rex, died versus K Shine, all on these big stages like this. So you died at Summer Madness and you died in Gnome. Like you just dying all over these big. You trying to see you die the best at? That's crazy to me, bro. Remember, y'all, I've got $100 cash out to whoever gonna debate with me. I'm gonna let y'all pick any top tier guy till y'all want. And I'm telling y'all, they resume not gonna be more stink than Averb's. Okay? So I'm letting y'all pick whoever y'all want. It's 20 top tiers to choose from. Pick whoever. Their resume not gonna be stink like this. Cool. All right. So Summer Madness 1 Summer Madness, we said 95% of his performances was stinkers or bodies that he got put in. Gnome, he lost 3-0 to X Factor. Goods, do they give him the win versus Goods? Or they just say debatable either way?
I thought he beat Goods. Goods had to take him blocks Ibaka, but Goods had a couple lines. That was to bring my apron here, but I thought Verb got him. I
So
ain't
we
gonna
get
hold
Verb.
Goods
So
had the Bambi and all that shit in there too in the
you.
Camry. I
That
think Verb
Bambi
got
and
that.
Toyota Camry, they was flaming
Yeah,
Goods for that. That was terrible.
all right,
yeah,
well
Verb
fuck it.
got that one.
All right, bet. So we give him that, and then he got bodies. So he got one. He got 1 win out of 12 big time matches. 11 big time matches. 1, 2, 5 gnomes. The 1 round. So there's 5 opponents. 6, 7, 8. We had 8 matches, bro. He got 4 bodies in there, 3 stinkers, and 1 win. This is insane. K-Shine, okay, smoke. Okay, he got smoke known. So he's 2. So out of right now, out of his 3 gnome appearances so far, 90% of them is bodies or clear losses. All right. What's the next one after K-Shine?
I think Lux.
And Lux. Good. So
that's
a goodie. A lot of people gave Verb that one. That was a good showing. So he got Lux and Goods with 2 wins, and then he got 2 clear losses. He got a clear loss in a body, a debatable. So he got his gnome look way better than his Summer Madnesses, but his gnome not even God tier like neither though, because he lost clear to the X Factor. He got bodied by K-Shine, so his X Factor cancel out with with his Goods performance, and then the K-Shine cancel out with him beating Lux. So he really there for nothing.
He also did. He battled Geechee on Gnome 10.
That was good. Oh, he battled Geechee. That was Gnome. Oh, so that's Gnome 10. Do they gave Geechee that, right?
It's debatable. I ain't gonna hold you. I have Verb beating Geechee.
It's debatable.
But it is debatable. You know, Geechee gonna say he won, but
no, I'm just
I have Verb.
what did he he got any viral moments on? I mean, the niggas did he got how was Verb performance? Was it just lackluster? What was it?
He was rapping. That was
we all
rapping. I ain't gonna
we all rapping. We all rap. What did he do?
I ain't gonna. You know. I normally like to give you a bar. I don't have a bar from that one.
Okay.
But I remember I gave him I know the consensus was Geechee because the ones I always have to argue about is Geechee, DNA, and Twerk. I have Verb winning those, and everybody else tell me he lost.
Okay, so still though, so out of all these summers, so out of 12 gnomes in Summer Madness combined, 9, 4 gnomes, 5 Summer Madnesses, 9. We got K-Shine body, Clips body, Rex body. We got a McStinker in there. We got a clear loss with X Factor in there. Then we got a Calico one that's under the radar, meaning nothing. Nobody's saying nothing about. And we got a good showing with Goods, good showing with Lux. So he 3 for 6. He's 3 for.
Well, it's 10 because he got 5 gnomes, 5 SMs. And somebody said he got it's 5 gnomes. He was hold on, because I'm double checking now. Yeah, so he was on Gnome 2, 4, 5, 9, and 10. X Factor, Good, Shine, Lux, Geechee. Okay. And he was on SM 1, 2, 4, 7, 10, and 11. So that's 6 Summer Madnesses. Which one you missed?
6 Summer Madnesses. So Charlie Clips, body. T-Rex, body. John, that was stink. After John, what you said? Y'all said Calico, which was y'all said was nothing. Nobody know nothing about that. Remember nothing about that. And then y'all said Hollow, which was 5. So who we mixing on Summer Madness?
So who we battle on SM10? Let's see. It's gotta be SM10 that we missing.
This shit stinks so far. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't even being funny. I know how we be right now, but if we just being fair, how y'all be fair, be giving, you know what I'm saying, these top tiers and these God tiers, he got more stinks and bodies than standout breakout performances with the Summer Madnesses and Gnomes. That's it.
Okay.
But keep going though.
No, 10 was Calico. So what was 7? So we had Clips, Rex, John. What was 7?
Clips. Rex. Hold on. So Clips, Rex, John. John I'm saying is 4. So Clips, Rex, John.
Oh, him and Math was SM7. We forgot Math.
He battled
No,
Matt.
that's
No.
No. He didn't battle. No, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I battled
He wasn't on
Cortez.
Summer Madness 7. They wrong in there. Verb wasn't on SM7. So you right. He wasn't on SM7.
Yeah. So
it's 5 and 5. 5
and 5.
SMs and 5 Gnomes.
So out of 10, he's 3. So he's 3 for 7. 3 cool performances, 7 stinker bodies. The 3 good performances is Goods, Lux, and Hollow. Now it might be so. Y'all said Geechee was cool, so it might be 4. So he's 4 for 6. 4 for 6, and with four bodies, that stinks. So that means he's under 50% on big cards and big and whatever. That stink, and that's it with the
what's that? Gnomes and Summer Madnesses.
Them Gnomes and Summer Madnesses.
All right, bet.
All right. So Gnomes and Summer Madnesses, he has way more terrible showings or getting bodied than cool showings. And he only got, out of them 10 battles, we only got 2 classics, Lux and Goods. Am I right, or y'all giving another one classic? No pushback?
No, I'm still.
No, I'm just saying.
I think it's looks and goods were the only classics.
Okay, so out of 10 battles on the biggest stages, you got 2 classics, Lux and Goods. That means 80% of your battles just got no soul. 80% of them motherfuckers had no souls. I mean, nobody's saying nothing from it. You either got bodied, well, on your end. Somebody else end that's like Kayshawn or T-Rex them there. On your end, you got 80% of you standing in front of names because you like to say, I stood in front of that. I did that. I battled that. For nothing. That's no reason. You stood in front of John for no reason. You in front of X Factor, lost clip. Like, this shit is what I'm saying. So a lot of times we can look at a nigga who stood standing in front of all these people and doing these battles, but what did the battle impact on the culture? What battle shifted the culture? What performance took the culture to another level? I just gave y'all God tier, nigga. Y'all say God tier. I just gave y'all 10 battles of his on the biggest stages, and 80% of them was either him getting put in the body bag or losing clear or extinct. And that's from the Super Bowl of battle rap or the NBA, where y'all say all the battles matter. Okay, we done with them.
Do you count the volumes in the Kings versus Queens?
We finna get to them. Oh yeah, I got time today. It's Saturday. I just ran my 2 miles. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it because I just want to let niggas know that when y'all putting these people on these plateaus and doing this made me sit back. Because like I said, I've been biased though. I never looked at Verb career like this. I never had to. Every battle, yeah, Verb won. I don't get no fuck. Or Verb lost, I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did go. He did this. He did that. But now, since he want to put and really make it seem like he really can stand next to me, okay, let's put your career under this microscope. So, no, your Gnomes and your Summer Madnesses, you fucking stink. And it ain't no top tier or God tier who resume Gnomes and Summer Madness gonna stink like Verb. That's $100 debate to anybody who want to pick any other top tier. All right, let's go to the next best thing. So
before you switch, I got a question. So, like, when it come to accolades, did that count for his accolades though? Because he still was on them things. So is it still like, or do you take away? Because
yeah. So I mean, yeah, like I said, accolades. You can't knock him for being on them. You know what I'm saying? But on this level, everybody. That's what we got. Everybody gonna be like everybody. All the battle rappers gonna be on them cards if you're a name, right? So he was on them. But now, what separate him from Surf? Or what separate him from T-Rex or Charlie Clips or Conceited? Like, this the things that separate him being on it, separate him from the low tier and the mid tiers. So, of course, you know, he get to say to the mid tiers, I was on Gnome, or I was on Summer Madness. But now when you got to put your career next to ours or Conceited or all that, that's where we start breaking it down. Okay, what did you do on him? You know what I'm saying? He can shit on them little niggas like he be doing. Oh, you want to know something, man? I'm a 10-time URL headliner and do all that. But to a nigga who's been there, what you doing there? Yeah, you got put in the ring, but did you win the fight? How many times you got your ass beat? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the difference. So yeah, we give him the accolades. You know what I'm saying? He was 5-time known, or was it 4-time? 5-time known, 5-time something.
5
Yeah,
5
5.
SMs, 5 known.
All right, cool. Yeah, you got there. They, you know what I'm saying? They booked you to come to the fight. You just got the shit beat out you. So that's what matters to me right now. So right now he's 4-6, and 6 of them was bodies and stinkers and clear wins, and the other 4 was Calico and Geechee, which nobody really remember what they saying, and Lux and Goods. So he got 2 classics out of 10. He fucking stink. So after Summer Madison and Gnome, what's the next best card?
Volumes.
Okay. Do y'all got who he battled on Volume?
Him and Twerk was Volume 2.
Okay, that was a good battle. Twerk went viral on him though. Who they say won that?
The consensus got Twerk. That's like a 3rd round KO. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Verb was up 2-0. But that 3rd round was so potent from Twerk that nobody even cared what happened in the first 2. Twerk won that battle. That's just the reality of it.
We give Verb okay. Every time we start off, he fucking losing, but we give him a good performance.
For sure.
Okay. Good performance versus Twerk. What's next?
He had Volume 5 versus DNA. He beat DNA. I'm sorry. That was the whole DNA. Didn't have a license. Didn't know how to drive. None of that. Okay. Yeah, he got DNA.
All right. So he 1-1 on Volume. That's a good performance too. All right, come on. So maybe he'll look hard, nigga. Maybe he's like a mid-tier nigga. He's doing good on the smaller cards. It sounds like. All right. What's the 3rd one?
Tay-Rock Volume 7.
Got his ass beat.
I ain't gonna cap. That's crazy because I don't even remember that one like that. I know. Rock won though.
Rock won. So you stand in front of another GOAT, God took nigga and all this, and you fucking lose. You know what I'm saying? All right. So he's 1-2 on Volumes. No, can't remember another lackluster. Nobody remember. But this what he hide behind though. You see how I stood in front of Tay-Rock, and niggas like, damn, Verb got the best resume. But what the fuck did you do in front of Tay-Rock? How niggas don't remember what you said to Tay-Rock? 1-2 on Volume. Who after that?
He beat Head Ice on Volume 8.
He beat Head Ice. That's 4. Yep. So that's 4. He got 4 of them.
Nah, he battled him and Suge had a fire battle on Volume 10.
Volume 10.
That was when I think Gerald had like 10 bands on the floor for that battle.
5. Okay, so that's 5 battles. He got good showings versus Twerk, Suge,
DNA,
and then he got
and Head Ice because he beat Head Ice.
All right, so yeah, 1 lackluster versus Tay-Rock. I mean, can't even remember.
Right.
But he lost to how many losses? Yeah, he lost to Tay-Rock, Twerk, and that's it.
Yeah.
So he went 3-2
on Volume. Yep. And then he did the next one would be Kings versus Queens. He did 2 of those, but them wouldn't. Verb don't do well versus the ladies.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Who he battled, dog? Who he battled, boss? Ain't nobody trying who he don't do well against. No, who the fuck did he battle?
He battled Miss Hustle on Kings versus
that's
Queens.
When Miss Hustle set him down for a year. Was that Hustle that set him down for a year? Or was that Casey?
Casey didn't set him down for a year. Casey was when he got booed for the I Am a Grinder. It was like his first bar out.
This nigga stink, bro. Stink, bro. So wait a minute. So he lost to Casey. He lost to Hustle.
Both of them is clear losses. It's just nothing nobody can do. Both of them was yeah.
Well, here you go though. But what he gonna do? I stood in front of Hustle. Yeah, I stood in front of Casey too. Yeah, I stood in front. Ain't no movie I ain't seen. But what the fuck did you do when you was in front of them beautiful black queens, nigga? What did you do?
Them beautiful black queens.
So you mean to tell me you steady going? Y'all be saying he's this creative writer and all this shit. Every time y'all telling me he's going viral for saying dumb shit. I am a grinder, and I am a rooster, and I am the spin master. Like, shut the fuck up. Your resume stink when it's under this microscope. So you 3-2 on volumes with still no standout performances, though. Yeah, I still ain't gave me no top 10 level performance. Like, man, that might be top 10 all time. I still haven't got one of those yet out of 20. We just named 20 events. And y'all ain't gave me a top 10 Verb performance yet. And we got like 4 or 5 bodies. We got like 4 clear losses. 2 of them to women. Fuck out of here. Fucking stink, bro. All right, what's out of that, boss?
I mean, them all the main 5, 5, 5, and 2. Him and Briz was still like him and Briz is a classic battle. That was the rookies versus vets. It's just not like a series or nothing.
Yeah, rookie versus vet. He did good versus rookie. So like, this is what I'm saying. But what was that? Was that like a legendary performance of Verb?
Come talk to the Yoda. Yeah, he cleared. You know, Briz was like him and T Top was them. He got
Briz was a rookie. Briz was a rookie.
Yeah, that was all. But they was the up and coming. They had just came off the UFF. They was the up and coming stars. That was when Shine lost to Wavy and all of that.
What year was this, boss?
Rookies versus vets.
Because you mean to tell me a nigga who had a combined 15 gnomes and Summer Madnesses finally do good versus a rookie, and niggas is clapping at that? This better not be after 2016. I know that.
It's for sure after 2016. I'm pretty certain of it.
So you mean to tell me Verb was 8-9 years in the game, and you finish? Oh, he did his thing versus Briz, a rookie at the time. So you mean to tell me he tucked his tail in front of K-Shine and T-Rex and Charlie Clips and these girls and all this shit, but he finally want to do good versus a rookie? Fuck out of here. Niggas stink, bro. Bro, I swear to God, we just ran through 4 events, bro. We just ran through 20 battles. If y'all, like, but what I'm saying is what he gonna do is, yeah. I about to breathe. I about to hustle. I about to cast me. I'm about to clips. I about to run. He's gonna run.
Him and Briz was April 15th, 2015.
2015?
Yeah.
That's a little better. 15. He still was 5 years in the game. By that time, he still was on 5 summer managers, 4 gnomes and shit, 3 gnomes. And you should beat Briz. Briz a rookie at the time. You should. But finally, though, that's still what that's still. Do they say that classic battle though? Classic, was that better than his Goods performance?
No.
For sure.
Goods is one of our top performances. Clear.
What'd you say, Showtime?
After the Briz battle, because that at that time we couldn't see the shit. It wasn't like no pay-per-view. Everybody was saying in the building that Briz had won. They had beat Verb. That's what was going on at Twitter at the time, because that's all we could do was check and see what was going on. Mm-hmm. When the footage came out and we rewatched it, everybody felt like Verb had won. We got the watch and right. Joe Budden was dapping him up and shit when he was rapping. Mm-hmm. That's what was going on during that time of the battle. I wouldn't say that battle was classic or nothing, but it was one of the better Verbs for sure. Okay. Especially from a rating standpoint.
Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't better. It wasn't better than Goods though. His Goods performance is like top 3 Verbs.
So out of 21 battles, we had 4 good Verb performances. And that we're gonna run them out. There's Head Ice, there's Suge, that's the 1 round with Hollow, Lux, and his Briz. We have 5. 5 and out of 21. So right now he is at like a 82% stinker. 82% of his shit from 82% of the shit we just going off of is either him getting put in the body bag, losing clear, or niggas don't even remember what the fuck he said in the battle. So I just want niggas to know that.
Do anybody know if he was Briz first million? Do anybody know?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Arsenal was Briz first million. But that's a good question. Has Verb ever gave somebody their first million? That's a good question. Has Verb ever battled somebody and gave them their first million? You think so, boss?
I'm checking Briz and I'm gonna confirm Briz first. When did Briz and Arts battle? Nah, Briz and Arts battled in 2017. He battled Verb in 2015. So I think Verb did. But it's about when it hit the million though. You know what I'm saying? But
what's the battle at? What's the battle at? Like what view count? We'll be able to tell just off the view count a little bit.
Him and Verb is at, I'm just gonna round up. Him and Verb is at 1.3 million. But actually, him and T-Top was in 2014. That T-Top gave him his first million. Him and T-Top at 1 million, and they was in 2014.
He gave who their first million?
I mean, they gave each other their first million because both of them was new at the time.
Well, I'm saying, who you saying?
T-Top and Briz.
They battled each other?
Yeah, they battled each other in 2014.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, on URL.
That was the UFF shit, right?
Yeah, that was the tournament.
So that was the tournament. They gave me, so they gave each other their first million. So Verb ain't gave nobody shit. So what? So tell me what God tier nigga, what top tier nigga ain't gave somebody their first million? But this is what I'm saying though. The level we put Verb on is God tier. So you mean out of God tier, this nigga Summer Madness, he got the worst Summer Madness resume of all time. He just ran that down. His Gnome shit stink too, but it's a little better than the Summer Madnesses. His volume is better of the two Summer Madnesses and the Gnomes, but he still is just below. It ain't giving God tier. His Kings or Queens, he has yet to beat a female. That's why he talks so. How you talk so bad about women and you can't even beat one in a battle ring? So Kings and Queens, volume, Summer Madness is known. This all URL. We ain't even got to the laughable shit yet. The even more laughable shit yet. His URL resume stinks as a whole. 85% of his resume or URL are him getting embarrassed, having the wackest lines, getting clear losses put against him with a 10% good showing rate with Goods, Lux, Briz, Hollow, Suge, Ice. Not including verse me. The Miles and shit, Miles and Matt Harford, that was good battle. That was 2010. That was 2009, 2010. I'm talking about big cards. All right, bro. All right, so we ran through all that. We all agree 85% of that shit stinking, him getting put in body bags, and he don't deserve to be no fucking God tier. Standing in front of this shit, we only got 3 classic performances from him. We give him 3 classics: Lux, Goods, and Lux, Goods, Lux.
You did RBE yet?
Nah, we on our way over there. Oh, we on our way over there. We making a left. I'm at the stoplight. We making a left.
So just the classics from Summer Madness and all.
Yeah, we just did URL. We just ran down URL without.
All right, he got Lux definitely up there. Goods up there.
Y'all say his twerk performance was a classic.
It was good. I don't know about classic.
I think twerk.
He was good though.
Yeah, I know twerk performance. I'm just talking about strictly him. So, I personally don't remember. Yeah, I say his Suge he did his best. I mean, he did his thing. But y'all saying classic? No.
It's hard to call something a classic that motherfuckers didn't get to see. It's on the app, you know what I'm saying? So
I thought. I'm saying to me, it's like
it was fire.
It's a little bit more coming into it, right? Because Verb had like a string of performances that the culture didn't care about or that they hated, and then him and Suge came through, and it was just such a fire battle. Like people was surprised that it was as good as it was, and it was money on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So the 10 bands on the floor added to it. It was.
Who won the 10 bands?
I don't like to just throw the word classic around. It was a fire battle, though. I ain't gonna count. It was actually battle of the weekend. URL had 3 cards that weekend, and they was battle of the weekend.
Who won the 10 bands?
They ended up splitting it.
Okay. All right. So right now we got Lux and Goods. Out of 22 battles, Lux and Goods is 2 classic performances. But if we're gonna be fair, y'all gave it half a classic.
Math is for sure classic.
Okay, it's Miles is classic.
And then you got to give them what was it? SB with the Guardian's Angel Duck. I know that was on the street or whatever, but that's iconic.
And you, nigga.
I was talking about I know. I was talking about the big stages though before. So we always talking about everything.
Okay,
we was talking about everything from Summer Madnesses, like Summer Madness. But if you want to count, so from the Summer Madness, from the Gnomes, from the Gnome volume, and Summer Madness and Kings and Queens and all that, he got two classics. And then you add Miles, Math, and me. That's 5 classics. So you got 5 classics out of 24 battles, 25 battles. We saying 5, 10. One was 15. 2 girls, 17. One car, 1, 2, 3, 20. About 22. Yeah, 22 through. But then out of them 22 though, he got bodied in 5 of them. He got clear losses, and it just stinks. Somebody write that shit down. It stinks. The URL overall though, that overall URL, when you put all that in perspective, that stink over there. That stink. So we good. We scratched that. We done. So that's done with URL.
Yeah, if you only doing the big stages, is it? Yeah. We ain't count none of the 2-on-2s, right?
Nah, we ain't count 2-on-2s. It's 2-on-2s. Nah, we ain't got 2-on-2. 2 of them motherfuckers with me. Yeah, we got 2. We ain't count 2-on-2s. All right. So now, fuck it. Let's go to RBE. Showtime, can you read out his RBE? I don't really go. We ain't gotta do the cards, cause we just do, cause it ain't gonna be that many battles from RBE that he got from URL. So you can just do the battles.
All right. Do you want to wait for the dude first? I said it's some cap. He said he wanted to address some cap first.
Who said that?
Somebody one of these.
Zern, his name's Zern. I don't see him in a request though.
He said some cap. I see him. He said cap. Oh, I love when niggas say cap. He got it back now. He got to back that statement.
Yeah, he want to holler at you first.
There you go. What up?
Yo.
What up with it?
What's happening, man? Hey, it's a little bit of I don't know, it's a little bit of cap happening. So that's I wanna kind of back it up a little bit. So what we saying in the beginning. So first off, I feel like you kind of breezed past the math win, like that wasn't a huge win. I know we was talking about big. I
said big stage. Yeah, I did everything. We did Summer Madness's Gnomes and all that. That stuff was Midwest Math.
I just want to keep everything in context because that was a big win. Would you not say?
Yeah, for sure. That was a big win.
Okay. Let's go to the then the percentages you throwing around.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying like 80% was bad. So the cow battle, I felt like that was a good battle. It wasn't like, classic like everybody else was saying, but that was a good battle for sure. Geechee battle, he had to use a bitch, something you get weave, go fly out, no, use a bitch. Like he had some quotables in that battle. So that was a good battle. It's some of the shit y'all throwing around. I feel like y'all was kind of skipping over some of these.
You said it was a good battle. You said it was a good battle, but you really ain't said. You just said one line from a 3-round battle. So you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a good battle, you got to tell me.
I don't know the whole round, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what makes something. That's what we mean by.
It's memorable. Not a mixed thinker though.
I ain't called a Geechee a mixed thinker.
Okay.
Summer Madness was out of this Summer Madness. He had one good showing out of Summer Madness 1, Summer Madness 2, Summer Madness 4, Summer Madness.
Which battles? If you don't want me asking, because
okay, the Charlie Clips he got bodied. Correct.
Okay, facts.
Okay. Facts. The T-Rex when he got bodied, he lost 12,000.
Facts. Okay.
Okay. Boom. Absolutely. The Summer Madness 4 versus John, that was a mixed thinker.
Yeah, it was a bad battle. Yeah,
okay, boom. So now we 3. So there's 3 battles. Summer Madness. They say Calico and Geechee was the next 2. They say the Calico nobody remember. We didn't say nothing about it. We just said, all right, whatever. We just left it alone.
Calico and Geechee, they was both COVID battles, but I feel like they was both good battles.
Yeah, but that's why I ain't really say nothing about it. We just said, okay, boom. We just
right. But I'm saying when you're talking about them, you'll throw 80%, but we got to count those as not a bad battle.
So listen. Out of 5 battles, 3 of them he got 2 of them he got. Some Madness 1 and 2 he got bodied. So he looked bad. And two times on Some Madness he looked bad. His next time was Some Madness 4. another mixed stinker. So he's 100% of either looking bad or big stinkers for Summer Madness. His first 3 joints. So his next 2 is Geechee and Calico. Nobody remembered them. I said, well, he said they was cool. Nobody remembered it. So if we give him 2 Calico,
nobody remember it because it's COVID, or the boss remember the battle?
No, it's a bunch of she asked her. I said, what kind of performance? She said, I didn't want no breakout performances. I don't actually remember.
Yeah, it wasn't no standout performance, but they were straight battles.
So straight battles meaning what idol? What
right, empty room with just them, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It was COVID time. For sure.
But I'm saying it was a bunch.
Just throw it around 80% trash when we saying
so
those
3
battles not bad battles.
So
if
they not good battles, and I just gave you 2 bodies and 1 mixed stinker.
I said they was good battles.
No, I'm done. Now listen. So 2 bodies, 1 mixed stinker, and 2 you saying good battles or below good battles?
Say that one more time.
I'm saying, so are you calling them good battles? So you saying Geechee and Calico was good battles, right?
It was good battles, not breakouts.
We agree they're not breakout. But okay. You can't even but you only can give me 4 bars from for one of those battles. Why is that?
Because I don't really go back and watch them battles, but I remember them being good battles.
Now you kind of now you kind of
wait. Every good battle y'all go back and watch?
Nah, it ain't I think that's the point you kind of missing too. And like I'm don't get me wrong, I'm like here to challenge what this nigga saying. I'm trying to find some cap in what he's saying. Like that's what I'm here for. But when it come down to it, I think it's not only that. Y'all got to factor in that who these battles is against. Verb you supposed to remember Verb versus Calico. You supposed to be able to remember Verb versus Geechee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these ain't just no regular battles. Like even when it come to Verb versus Surf, that's supposed to be a way bigger battle. It's what these battles turned out to be, as opposed to what they was. Why we don't remember Verb versus Tay-Rock?
And my argument is this: he hide behind his resume. So when I tell you, like when you come on, you defend him as you supposed to, cool. But he'll say, yeah, I stood in front of Geechee. I stood in front of Calico. Okay, look, I stood in front of Calico and I stood in front of Geechee. Everybody remember my battles. I know it wasn't COVID. I know it's big room, but my point is, just because you stand in front of somebody doesn't mean the battle did what it was supposed to do. He got a lot of battles where he's standing in front of these names to add to his resume, but they got no soul. The Geechee and Calico battle don't have a soul. You just said they good battles, but I'm just, what happened? Oh, I mean, shit, the weave bar, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I ask you what happened with the Lux and Verb battle, you're going to be able to give me a little more. You know why? Because that battle got a soul. So that's really my argument.
No, I hear what you're saying as far as that, but I'm just saying, with COVID battles, I feel like it's a lot of those battles we don't necessarily remember.
I mean, it depends. Mook and Tay-Rock, Daylight and Tay-Rock, DNA and Geechee. Geechee and Mike P. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, DNA. I'm just saying it's we use that when it's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Well, we remember the battles during COVID is cool, but then when we don't, it's like, oh, it was COVID. It's a bunch of COVID battles that niggas are still talking about. But my point is,
I'm about to say, we not using that COVID excuse because COVID yielded a bunch of classics, a bunch of them.
Yeah.
B-Dot and Saga, it's a whole bunch of classics that came from the COVID era. So we can't use. And I remember Verb and DNA and Verb and Twerk and Verb and Suge. So it's not like I don't subscribe to the COVID era yielding battles that we don't remember. It's just fully on the battlers to make them memorable.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And I respect that. And I'm being fair by just saying we didn't remember. I didn't call them mixed stinkers or nothing. I just said, okay, them 2 top tier names that we don't remember. But I'm just saying, I know Verb though. First thing Verb would say is, I got the best resume. So all we doing is putting the resume under the microscope. We're not going for now. I stood in front of Calico and Geechee Gotti. Okay, what the fuck did you do in front of them battles? That's what this space for. So yeah, we gonna respect that he stood in front of them. But now, who remember him? So that's kind of what this going for. You know what I'm saying, my boy?
No, I feel that.
No, I said, I respect it.
Now, my only thing was when you was talking about it, some of the times you would say 80%, 90%.
Okay.
But
so basically, listen.
I don't know if I can necessarily count those in the 80% bad battles.
So when I say out of 5 battles on Summer Madness, he only had 5, right? So 2 was bodies, 1 was a mixed stinker, and 2 nobody remember, right? So how many good showings do we have on Summer Madnesses? But you hearing that? One body by Clips, 2 bodies by Clips and Rex. He got a mixed stinker with John, and then he got the Goods and the Calico. I mean the Geechee and the Calico. So out of 5 battles, how many battles stink? Like, what's the percentage of stink battles or bodies?
The Geechee battle was a good one, so I'm giving him the Geechee one, but the other ones I agree with you on.
That's 20%. That's 20. That's 20%. He ain't a 20% of good battle showing. I said 80% of his Summer Madness resume stink. That's what 80% is. 20% could be one battle.
Geechee was on Gnome, not SM.
So Geechee wasn't even on Summer Madness.
So you said 80% stink. So that's what I'm saying. If he two out of what 5? You said the other 3. One of them was a stinker.
Two bodies. He got body bagged in 2 of them off the rip. So he got 2 body bags, and but they just said Geechee wasn't even on Summer Madness. So wait a minute.
Geechee was known. So it's
you did
Clips,
5 Summer.
It's Clips. It's Clips, Rex, John, and Calico and Hollow.
Out of the 1 round.
Hollow was a good battle.
And the Cal battle for me is memorable, but it's more memorable for Cal. Like Verb was good versus Calico, but that's Calico. I was 12 when I found out sandwich bags were for sandwiches. Like Verb was good, but he lost the battle.
My point was he wasn't bad.
So no. But my point is, we talking about we under the microscope. So when we under a microscope, we don't want to hear the it's classic on Calico in. What the fuck did Verb do? So if 80% of him is getting bodied, so okay, but I want the right percentage. You right there. Let's do the right percentage.
It's that percentage. The percentage, yeah. That's
okay, cool. So we're gonna do the right percentage. So out of 5 battles, well, we got 1 of them's on 1 round, but out of 5 of them, he got body bagged in 2. So 2 out of 5 was body bags. The 3rd one was the mixed stinker. So we had 3 already. The 4th one is Calico. Somebody just said it was more memorable on Calico end and not his. So that means his showing was below good. You said it was Verb below good. Was he good? Was he below good?
Nah, Verb was decent. He was good, but he lost the battle.
Decent. Okay, so 4. So we have 4. So we have 4 motherfucking Summer Madness battles. He don't even have a win yet. And then 5, he got 1 round versus Hollow. So what percentage of Verb? What's the great? What I'm trying to ask, out of Verb Summer Madness appearances, out of all 5, what's his percentage of bad showings? Out of the
no, that's a bad record. Even though he beat John, in my opinion, like we said, that's a bad battle. So like, there's no standout SM battle. Like, there's no key fantastic Summer Madness performance.
And then with him having 2 body bags under it, that's why I threw the word 80 out. Like your first 2 Summer Madnesses, you got smoked, and then you come back and you spin a block with John, and then it's another nothing. So we had your first 3 Summer Madnesses where niggas is like, why are you even here? And then the 4th one is Calico, and niggas saying Calico won, and you was cool, you was decent. So we done saw you 4 times on Summer Madnesses, and you don't have 1 standout performances, and you supposed to be God tier. That's my under the microscope. We gonna do this with you know what? I'm gonna start a series. Right. We're gonna put everybody under the microscope. We're gonna put me under the microscope too. But right now, we cooking a Verb, a Bocce style. So his Summer Madness under the microscope, he's 80% ass on Summer Madnesses. 2 bodies. He lost 12,000. He got a mixed stinker. He got a loss to Calico when he did and a good 1 round. That sounds like 80%.
He's better on Gnome though.
For sure, yeah. We went through the Gnomes. He's
so Jay Small, I'm glad you're here. So we're gonna double back. So we went through Gnome. His first Gnome versus X Factor, he lost 3-0.
That's a terrible battle. With the blindfold and shit.
Yeah. Peekaboo. He playing peekaboo with another 30-year-old man. Peekaboo bow. His second Gnome after X Factor was who?
Goods.
That was a good one. We gave him that. That's his first classic out of 7 battles. We just say that's his first classic performance
on the big stage.
On the big stage.
We talking about Gnome. Big stages again.
He's talking about Gnome. Yeah. So after Goods, it was who? K Shine. Oh my fucking God. So, another body. So we just named 7 big stage bad. He got 4 bodies on. He got bodied 4 times on the biggest of stages with 1 classic performance so far. And that will be Goods. So far. So after Goods, it was who?
Lux, another goodie.
Lux, another goodie.
Amazing.
Goodie. So we got Goods. We got Goods and Lux with his 2 classic performances out of what was that 8? Was that 8 battles on the big stages?
We had 9 now. We had 9 now.
9 battles on the big stages. He got 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times with 2 clear losses. And then after Lux, it was who?
Lux was Geechee.
And he was good. But it's not the same level of good. It's not no like Lux and Goods are like amazing, key pieces of history. But you can beat Gotti. Like,
yeah, good for sure.
I got him beating Gotti. I ain't gonna care.
So look, that was 10 battles, right? Out of 10 battles, he had 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times. You still with me, Zern?
I'm still with you.
Okay. So out of 10 battles, he had 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times.
But he got some wins in there too.
Bring Q up, I'm sorry, Holla.
He got some bad wins in there too, but they still wins. The John battle, like I just said.
But the quality of the joints matter. He's talking about the quality as well, though, not just wins and losses, but quality.
Yeah, it's just a bad because like I said, the whole thing is a lot of time with us top tiers, we hide in the resume. So it's like, I stood in front of. So a picture we just went doing all this, and a nigga Verb walk in the room like, y'all can't talk to. I stood in front of X Factor. I stood in front of K-Shine. I stood in front of T-Red. All that shit sound good. Yeah, he stood in front of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That sound good. But once we put that microscope under it, okay, what happened when you stood in front of Rex? Body. What happened when you stood in front of K-Shine? Body. What happened when you stood in front of John? Nothing. So that's what these spaces are for now. And I just wanted to start with Verb because I feel like Verb got the most decorated resume that means nothing. It's like when you think that shit gold and you get to it, it's that little glittery shit that be on women dresses. But man, this shit ain't gold. That's what Verb resume is, and I'm here to debate it with anybody. We had 10 big stage battles. He only got 2 classic performances, and he been bodied 4 times with 3 clear losses. With X Factor being a clear loss, Calico being a clear loss.
Calico not a clear loss.
No, not Cal.
I thought J Smo just got.
He clearly lost to Cal.
Have y'all got to?
I don't think that's a clear loss.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I got him losing.
And I love to tell Calico he lost. I get a kick out of it. I ain't gonna lie, but Calico won that battle.
I think Calico.
But is it a clear loss?
Okay, cool. So look, we even give him that, but it's just 4 bodies, 2 clear losses, and 2 whatever. So whatever, cool. Whatever we had, back, cool, boom. So that was just URL with the Gnome and Summer Madnesses. Then we went to Volume. The Volume. His first battle Volume was Twerk. He got
amazing battle.
Yeah, it was a good battle. Twerk went viral on him. He lost that battle.
I had Twerk winning, but it's
all I remember is the hoodie.
You can debate Verb one.
All right, good battle.
You can't. I have Verb winning that battle. Verb was up 2-0, but that is I do understand the third round knockout, but I have Verb
that
first.
Hoodie down was classic though.
That's what I remember.
No, the hoodie down was the most memorable part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I remember.
If we're going back consensus, Twerk won that battle consensus wise for sure.
Right. Okay, cool. So that's cool. Good battle. What was after on Volume?
Amazing battle.
It was DNA next, and I thought he got DNA.
I thought he got DNA.
He got crazy versus DNA.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a very good verse.
All right, that's 2 good ones.
We gave him. We gave him them. What was after DNA?
Yeah, we gave him originally. After DNA was Tay-Rock.
Horrific.
What happened with Tay-Rock?
Bad battle from both of them.
He lost to Rock, but it was a bad battle. It was a bad battle.
So what I be saying with this is another good example though. So it's like when we saying these names, like I said, he'll say I stood in front of this. He's having a lot of bad battles with these top names, but he got them on his resume. But it's
we just passed up 2 good ones though.
No, we did, but we still. You must forgot. We still don't forget the song and Gnome, Summer Madness and Gnome. Like keep them overall. Yeah, keep in mind. Like
skip to volume talk right now. That's what I'm saying.
No, Zern. So this is what we doing. We went through Summer Madness and Gnome and got that total record, right?
Right.
We adding volume now, but don't forget that when you mention Tay-Rock and say a bad battle, don't forget about the Summer Madnesses and Gnomes that we just did. How many bad battles he had versus these big names? That's all I want you to do. Just don't forget. So when I tell you a lot of these names on his resume, when you can say Verb stood in front of them, they have no souls. He's battling people, and every time we look up, is I don't remember that one. Oh, damn, that's both stinkers.
Right.
Oh,
But my only point with that is we got to say some, because we talking about New Jersey twerk. That's a great showing from Verb right there.
We gave him that. We gave him that.
Zern, I feel like you just listening to argue now. Because we gave him twerking DNA. What are you saying?
Because only thing we argue, Zern, is when we tell you to go another one, you say, because you can't forget about the DNA. We gave him the DNA.
Right. But I'm just saying, you say with big, you just saying with big. What you just said right before that was with big names. He's having horrible showings. So my point is, you can't say, we got to say some, because twerk is a big name.
No, listen. Okay, no. The majority of his big names so far is either body bags or terrible showings. Do we want to run down that again?
He's not saying all, Zern. He's just, like you keep forgetting the whole picture. So it's still doing a running total.
Yes, the majority so far of these big names. Listen, put it like this: we just gave you out of Gnome and Summer Madness. Out of Gnome and Summer Madness, we gave you 10 battles and only 2 classic performances. It was more him getting body bagged than classic performances. Do you agree?
Okay, agree.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So we got this. So when he a volume, he doing good. He got twerk, he got DNA. Yeah, that's doing good. Boom, boom, boom. We got the Tay-Rock. Nigga, that's a stinker. So be like, damn, I go another one. You know what I'm saying? I go another one. So go boom, boom.
And then Shug was good. That's his last.
Well, no. Head ice.
Head ice.
Oh,
Head ice.
Head ice.
That's 2
he
good
beat,
ones.
he beat Head ice. So twice. So he did on volume. So maybe he not God tier. He might just be a little low tier nigga. He do good on volumes. I don't know. But there you go. So he doing good on volume. There you go right there. So right now, in the volume series, he got 1 mixed stinker with 4 goodies. Correct?
Yep.
They're good. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we volume. Okay, now we at Kings and Queens. What he do?
He 0-2. He 0-2. Yeah.
He 0-2. 0-2. So now this is my time to say, oh, here we go. Every time he gets to, like, he got a bunch of bad showings. Like, for him to be so God tier, he got so many bad showings, and that's what this space is really about. It's just really microscoping niggas. I'm tired of the red. I'm saying we're gonna do it with me too, but no more. Our resume, I got the best resume. Fuck your resume. What did you do in front of these people? So now he hasn't even beat a female, and they said he got 3-0 chance against some verse. Who was that? Boss Casey.
Yeah.
Casey.
Miss Hustle set him down for a year.
Yeah, he sat down after that. He said the people wasn't feeling him right now. That was the Pikachu.
Okay, cool. So now, Kings and Queens.
That was when Hustle had the misogynist. Hustle was cooking.
So now we see that out of Gnome, Summer Madness, Volume, and Kings of Queen, his best showings was volumes. Everything else was more body bags or mixed stingers than classic performances. Is that it with URL?
And then him and Breeze on the rookies versus Vets.
And then they say he did his thing. Versus Breeze. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. A good showing. I bet. So is that cool? Is that done with URL?
Yep. For the marquee event.
For the big stage. Yeah, for the big day. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're gonna go to RBE. First battle RBE was Adi Boom. Right? He lost that. Terrible Sean looked a mess. Anybody want to disagree to that? No? Okay. After Adi Boom was
Bonnie.
Was Bonnie the very next one?
I think Bonnie's the next one.
Yeah, but
that wasn't good.
Back to back.
It's an infamous battle right there.
Back to back stinkers, and he got a dildo through in his face or some wild shit, right? That was that one? All right, whatever.
Yeah.
So back to back stinkers. What was after that?
I think it was Gems, wasn't it?
Gems.
Oh my fucking God, bro. Back to back to back. So this is what I'm saying. He'll have all these niggas on his resume and all his names and be able to say, I seen everybody. But you got back to back stinkers, and you got a lot, and one of these a judge lost for money versus Gems. as a God tier, top tier nigga, is no other top tier or God tier nigga you can ever point in my direction that's gonna look as bad as he looked at some of the shits he doing. All right, what's after Gems? Pat Stay?
I think
What
it
was
was
Pat
Pat.
Stay?
Yeah,
Pat beat him.
And that Pat was judged too.
Yeah,
Wasn't
so he
Pat
lost.
judged?
So he,
I don't know how I missed the
That
Pat one.
happened
Okay.
before Mook, but the battle dropped on
Damn,
YouTube
that's
after
4
Mook.
straight.
So that's why it looked.
Oh, okay. It dropped super late. I'm about to say how I missed Pat.
But Pat battled him before Mook, so Pat would be after Jims, and obviously,
if you remember, Pat had leaked that he was battling Mook at that time.
Yeah, so everybody was mad. Mook was battle Verb. He was coming off the ugliest streak ever. That's why I'm like, why the fuck he get Verb? So that's Adi Boom, that's Bonnie, that's Jims, Pat, back to back to back to back. Worst stretch of top tier God tier nigga ever I've seen. But anyway, we ain't gotta argue that. We all on the same page, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet. Boom. Yep. After that, Mook. Great showing. Great showing. They arguably beat Mook. They say he beat Mook. A lot of people had him beat Mook.
I got him beating Mook.
Yeah, he beat Mook. He definitely beat Mook.
Yeah, I got him.
Gotta count
3-1. It's close.
So he won a 5 right now on RBE. Okay. After Mook on RBE, who he got on RBE again? What's his RBE? Anybody have
next one I got is A Ward.
I'll tell A Ward because then they got the argument over the iron shit, and then he doesn't battle again until the A Ward battle.
A Ward, which was another good showing.
Great showing.
Another goodie.
I had him beating Ward.
Yeah.
Great showing. 2 of 5. After A Ward was
Mickey
Facts. Debatable joint, right? Did they get who they get it to?
Yeah, debatable.
No, Mickey got that.
Some people say it's a good battle, but I didn't like it, and I had Mickey win him. But there is people that fuck with it. I don't like the full circle battles like that, so maybe I'll buy it.
2-6, 2-6. Another iffy performance. After that was Ill Will.
Yep, Ill Will.
Yeah.
He lost that one.
He was good versus Will. I got Will win. I always thought Will won clear, but Verb's really good in the battle.
That was a good battle.
It was cool.
So wait.
Ill Will won though.
That's what
I
I'm
thought
saying.
he was rapping well.
Some of these battles, even if y'all saying he lost, are we just talking about losses and wins? Or are we talking about good?
Nah. We talking about the showing. We talking about showing
too. The showings, him versus Ill Will, him versus Mickey was both good showings in my opinion. The Mickey, if y'all want to say not so much, no.
I don't know. I don't think I don't like the Mickey battle. Period. To me, I don't like the Mickey Facts battle. Period. So the quality, that's what I'm saying. But we're mentioning both. You like we're saying whether it was a good showing and whether he won or lost. So both are happening.
Yeah. So they said it was cool. With the Mickey, then the Ill Will. Ill Will won. Ill Will got the consensus on that.
But Verb was rapping well. I ain't gonna cap
on that. So that's out of 2-7 out of 9 battles. We got A Ward and Mook. A Ward and Mook with 5 clear losses. 3 of them judged, or 2 of them judged. Adi Boom, Bonnie, Jims, Pat, 4 straight losses, and bad showings. And A Ward and Mook was good showings, which is 2. It will, so that'll be 2 and 5 with a cool showing, and then Mickey I just didn't count.
Yeah, that's cool. And then so that's it for RBE.
He put a mill up over there too. Give him his credit. He put a mill up
with Mook, cool. Yeah. So we can get to that next, but so his RBE run. Just make sure I say the right lineage. 2 out of 7. Good performances. Only 2 out of 7. You want to count?
So
you want?
I thought we counted Ill Will as a good performance.
I thought they said they did. What's the majority say, Jason? What y'all say? Ill Will.
Not talking about wins and
losses.
He
was
we ain't talking
about
wins.
Will won, but Verb was fire.
That was a good performance. That's what I'm saying.
Verb was really, really good.
Right,
so he was rapping well. He just didn't win.
So 2 classic performance, 1 rap well performance out of 6 bad ones. So he still just say 3-6. So it's 3-6, Zern.
Wait, what's the 6?
Bonnie, Adi Boom, Bonnie,
Adi Boom,
Pat Stay,
Jims.
That's
4.
No. They said Mickey.
That wasn't a bad one in my opinion.
They
Y'all say that
said
was bad.
They said bad.
Consensus hated that battle. It's not we not going off of
hated
just
the battle
our
or bad
opinion.
performance.
Hold on,
That's
it's
what I'm
8
saying.
battles on RBE, and 3 of them with Ward, Mook, and Will. We said he rapped really good. You could debate Mickey. At best, it's 4 out of 8, but most of us got it 3 out of 8.
It's 3 out of 8.
It's okay. So 3 out of 8, my man. We're gonna get. I'm to make sure we do. I'm being first. So 3 out of 8. What percentage is that on RBE of stinkers or clear losses or whatever you want to say? What percentage is 3 out of 8?
About 40%. Close. It's a little
like
under 40.
37.5 or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
it's I'm just rounding up, but it's about 40%. 38 if you want to be,
So, I don't shit. That ain't God tears to me. Like the shit we saying. But like Verb would say, yeah, I stood in front of Mickey. Stood in front of Will. I stood in front of Boom. I stood in front of these. I stood in front of Pat. Like, no, you stood in front of these guys and with no souls. Verb battles don't have any souls. Like, how many times today on this phone, Zern, has we said, battle. I mean, it was cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we on like 10 of his battles from Gnome, Summer Madness is all the way to RBE, and we steady saying, whatever. I guess. Whatever. Like, no souls, bro. That nigga 4 for 8 in your eyes and 3 for 8. 3 for, what we say? 4, what we say? I keep saying
3 out of 8.
3 of 8. 3 of 8.
3 out of 8. 3 out of 8, bro. Like, 3 out of 8 on RBE with 4 of them being like, all right, cool. All right, now we're gonna go to is he on it? Has he Jay Small, has he ever gave somebody a first million? Do you know?
I can't say off the top of my head if there's a battle where it was that battler's first million. I'm not saying that he didn't. I just don't know.
No, that's the answer. No.
That's the answer. No.
So
okay.
we can either go to
cool.
KOTD, Chrome, or TBL.
You don't want to go to KOTD.
Well, let's go to Chrome. Let's go to Chrome. How many battles you got on
Chrome?
Chrome?
He only Swamp, and he lost that one.
One over there. Was it a good showing?
His rapping was good. His rounds was just very short. Like Verb was rapping well. His rounds was short and he wasn't direct. So
it wasn't.
Was it a good showing, boss?
I didn't like.
Good showing, boss.
Okay,
boss. Was it a good showing?
I guess not.
Okay. So what percentage is that on Chrome?
0.
Okay. All right, fuck it. Let's go
to get on my nerves.
Let's go to KOTD.
He's got some good ones on KOT. It's not as bad.
Okay, let's go. Let's see. I want to pull them up. We just want to pull them up. That's all. We gonna see. Prove me wrong. Because right now, I hope somebody write this down.
He had Disaster on KOTD.
He beat Disaster.
He did beat Disaster. That's a fact.
And that was the time that I felt like it meant a little bit more to beat Disaster. Like the stock on a Disaster win was pretty big in 2013.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. He battled. He also battled Caustic.
He lost that.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that was
horrible.
Yeah.
So we won. So we won one.
Acting like he had to throw up.
Yeah, 1-1. 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Come on. And then he had Ilmac.
He lost that.
God damn, that's nigga.
I'm just being real.
I know.
I'm being real.
I just want him to have. Come on.
He was check collecting versus Ilmac and Caustic. That was Pay Verb, I believe, is what.
Yeah. No, them was bad showings for sure.
But before you start, but this is what the microscope is for. Because once again, what Verb would do is this. I saw that. I stood in front of him. I saw that already. I did that. My resume that. You see what I'm saying? So now, when you start putting a microscope under these battles, do these battles have souls? Or you really making an impact? Did this battle shift the culture? Did you have a standout performance? Every time we look up, it's oh my God, it's Pay Verb. Like that's terrible. But he won 1-2 right now. Keep going.
Danny Myers, which was like a passing of the torch type of battle.
What did he do? What performance was
he was fire, man.
It wasn't great. He was good though.
That was a Church's chicken. That was a good performance.
He didn't have his third wasn't like that versus Danny, but his first was
Church's
fire.
chicken.
We gonna put that in the good performance performance category.
That's what I'm saying. Good performance category, right?
Yeah,
that goes. 2 and 2.
And then next KOTD was hold on.
B-Dot.
Thesaurus. I think he beat Thesaurus. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he beat the Source. They had like 90-second rounds or something like
the
that.
Source was next.
All right, 3 and 2 on good showings, bad showings.
And then he had Then he had Sharon.
He lost.
What happened with
Sharon.
that?
He did lose to Sharon.
Are these good performances? Like, are these good performances though? Like, or are these like?
Not
are
for
these?
Sharon.
No,
he was good
for Sharon. No.
All right, 3-3.
Danny
no
and Thesaurus,
disrespecting nobody,
but
none of them white boys was good performances except Disaster.
Disaster ain't white. But B-Dot, he had B-Dot next.
You know what I mean.
But yeah, he had B-Dot next. That was a good battle. That was a goodie.
He beat B-Dot, and I don't even think people were expecting him to either. That was a real good win.
You gotta give him
that. Might be his best win on King of the Dot. I really didn't think he beat B-Dot.
I think it is. That's my favorite one.
Right, for sure.
And then KOTD. That's all I got.
So a 4 and 3 over there. That was 7 battles.
Yep.
Now is KOTD considered grind time? I mean, not considered grind time, but did y'all count any of them over there?
No, nope, none of the grind times. Grind times where he battled Marv and everything. So I didn't count any grind time battles.
Okay. All right, so
he
4 and 3.
Now I do want to say on Guerrilla Warfare he battled Swave. That's important to me because him and Swave had a heavy grudge match, and Swave also had, like they were saying, Swave had the most 30s of anybody, and that was that gold jacket. Verb clipped him in that gold jacket.
All right, let's do Gorilla. Let's do Gorilla. Let's do Gorilla. All right, so he won. He 2-0.
Didn't he lose
the
on Guerrilla Warfare?
Yeah, we finna get to him. That X Factor. X Factor was Gnome. Yeah,
that was Gnome too.
So Guerrilla Warfare, he got 2 battles on Guerrilla Warfare.
He got 4 battles on Guerrilla Warfare. He got Swave first, and he smoked Swave. Then he battled Daylight.
Yep.
What was Daylight? What was the Daylight battle?
I had him losing the Daylight. Some people debated Verb was doing some silly ass shit in that battle.
That's what he took 4 battles though in 30 days.
So that's got that battle got no soul. It ain't no memorable. Nobody really.
It ain't nothingness, but like it's just a cool debatable battle. Like it ain't no like crazy battle. You could debate each one, but it's not special.
Why?
What's the other 2 Guerrilla Warfare battle? Oh, he had Gage over there.
And then it's Surf, Gage and Surf.
And
he beat Surf with the battle. He beat Surf. He cleared Surf though. We gotta give him
that's why I say he got a clear win against Surf. It's no debating that.
Was that a good showing? Like I can't remember none of these saying that was a good battle.
The battle overall sucked, but he just got a clear W.
So look,
Surf showed up with like half his shit. Verb wasn't.
It was a 3-0 though.
Yeah, he did 3-0. There's no question about it.
But the thing is though, it's the shit I'm saying though. I stood up in the Surf. He beat him though, but y'all saying the shit stink though. I personally don't even remember. I know he beat Surf, but I can't remember one line from the battle at all. Like no side. Do y'all remember anything from the battle?
Yeah, I could. Surf's first was short, but it was good. He had the Ghostwriter, and my Ghostwriter must be dead nice. Verb had a strapped in with like a stray jacket bar, but the battle stinks. Verb, but he won dominant. Like that's for me. Even though the quality's not great, beating Surf dominantly, like it's not like everybody just got that on their resume. Even if the quality,
I used to bomb on Surf about this. When he get home, I'm gonna finish bombing on him too. I told him. Only thing that was keeping you from superstar battle rap status is your resume outside of URL. He always said, it don't matter off URL. I used to get on him about that. Like, listen, you going off here stinking up the place. You got to change that. But so yeah, for sure. So that's 2. So he 2 and 2. He beat Gage.
That was a 1 round.
It was a 1 round battle. Oh, and then this wasn't a big stage anything on URL, but we did forget him and Easy. It was a super fight card though, so I didn't know if you wanted to throw that in there.
I was there too. They gave Easy that too, but it was a good battle though.
Yeah, that was a good battle and a good showing.
Yeah, I was there. I remember that one. So that was so the Gorilla Fur was 2-2. So the one round was the gay. That was cool. Don't remember that one nothing. So yeah, one round. All right, boom.
Other than that, he got Chiller this year on TBL, and then
what was that battle? What y'all say that performance?
He was good.
It's a good performance.
Yeah, he was good versus Chiller.
It's a solid debatable battle. The energy was shot because they went after Daylight and Rum.
The last battle of the night.
It's a good content battle though. Like
that's 70. That shit at 70,000 almost in a month, man.
I knew he was
about to. That's a whole other conversation.
I don't know what's going on over there, but I guess, bro. All right. So
and then the JC battle where he cooked, like, to me, he was
great
cooking.
performance.
Yeah, he was
I
cooking.
had him beat JC.
I also had him beating JC.
It was 15 people there, but he did his thing though. Where
was the passwords battle?
Oh, that was on GTX. And he beat Pass too. He beat Pass.
He did beat Pass on GTX.
He's on GTX. What's that? Grind Time X?
Yeah, basically.
They brought it back for a few.
The revamp.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm. So, but out of all these battles, so I'm gonna get y'all and put y'all on the spot right now. We did boom boom. How many classic performances do Verb have solo? Like, how many? If y'all kind of argue, just say everybody was putting in top 10 performance of all time. Let's like top 10 classes. What rounds would y'all argue? Like, for example, I know one of y'all gonna say Goods performance, like something like that. How many of them have we just named would y'all argue that Verb got that can go in the top 10 like classic performances all time?
Or be in the convo type shit, because I mean it's
being
hard.
the convo.
I'm gonna say top 10
No. I'm saying that y'all to argue. That's what I'm saying that y'all to argue. Of course, we ain't gonna break it down. That just give you a hindsight of, man, that was a good performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, which rounds did we just went through a lot of his battles.
Yeah,
so now that we went through all that
of all time amongst
of
all
battlers,
that to me is gonna be you. His four battles is you, Lux, Goods, and Mook. To me, them is his four best battles.
So he got out of 90, so out of
that
battles,
up there
so out of 90, y'all think, okay, put it like this: how many classic performers do he got? Period. Like, being strict. Period. Like, man, he got 10, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just said 4, so he got 90 battles. So y'all, so how many classic performances, clear cut? The child
consensus classic.
With no one rounders. We not counting the Guardian Angel Duck and the no one rounders. No. Okay.
We talking about on the
saying
on the lead.
The consensus is gonna say it's a classic. That's what we're asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Lux, Mook, you, Goods for sure. I feel like those 4. Those are top candidates.
Those are his best performances.
Yeah, after that, even though
you can go Breeze.
So you know what? To make this question, look, I got a question. Do y'all think Verb got more classic performances than any other top tier or god tier person that y'all name?
Performances or battles?
He got more classic performances than Mook to me.
Then Mook? Okay, let's try that right now.
I think so too.
Let's try that. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. We're gonna do that right now. Okay, so y'all consensus on this phone right now. Y'all say he got 4
consensus classics, like.
And then there's really 10, good shit, 10, but if we're talking
we talking about
just Verb, then you got to throw that Arsenal and Cortez in there too.
Well, whoever said that is dead right. Dead right.
Nah, that Elvis Presley. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, we didn't get into none of the STL battles.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't get none of the small.
That's true.
We ain't getting none of the smaller battles.
Yeah, we didn't get into his STL battles. Verb is like unbeatable at home.
Let's do this battles right quick then. So that's like the Big Wheel and all this shit like them, right? You want to do all the STL joints?
You want to do even the STL people? I was thinking more like Ars, Cortez.
I thought you meant the people. I mean, when he battled in STL, that's what I thought you meant.
I was just doing URL.
Okay, URL.
You know what I'm saying? It's classic performances, but they was at the crib. But them classic.
Where was Math at?
Arsenal versus
Math is in Brooklyn. I mean, Manhattan somewhere in Brooklyn. Cool. Cortez won URL.
Well, Ars wasn't either. Yeah, URL only been the St. Louis one time.
Ars was
on URL, but the Cortez
I think they got the footage.
Yeah, I'm about to say URL only came to St. Louis one time.
I remember. I
think they put some of the battles.
They put that battle on the channel for some reason.
Gave URL y'all footage.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So we just gave him the footage.
URL.
Okay.
Yeah. Art one that was on URL.
Yeah.
He was crazy versus Cortez.
And Cortez was the little
when I battle mouth, right? Yeah, that was that was somebody else. Yeah, that was somebody else.
So we gonna do that, or we gonna count the first time him and Hollow battled, even though there was only 2 rounds?
That's a classic.
Because he was fire in that one, and that one was definitely a classic.
So I mean, y'all, we count whatever y'all got to count.
It's the difference between performances and battles.
So that means, listen, y'all. The first name we put was Mook. So that means y'all said y'all gonna count Sirius Jones for Mook and Jay Mills and all that stuff. If y'all gonna count that stuff from Verb.
Yeah, count all the Mook battles.
All right, bet. So that's what we doing. So y'all said Verb got 6.
I just want to know what's the question we debating right now?
Do y'all think Verb? Do y'all think Verb got more performances, better performances, more classic performances than any other top tier battle rapper?
Well, he battled more than a few.
I know, but I don't think he do, and I'm gonna argue this with y'all right now. I don't think he do.
Let's start our first Mook.
We do Mook. We know. I'm gonna be the one. We're gonna get to that. So look, we gonna say Mook first. So we said Verb, Mook, Lux, Goods, Mook, Lux, Goods, me,
Cortez,
Cortez. So y'all say that Arts performance. I'm saying the Cortez one. The Arts one. I don't know the whole battle, like the class of performance. I ain't really getting. I can't really. I remember the Elvis move, but I don't remember no crazy round or no shit like that for the Arts battle. Maybe y'all can help me.
And just to make sure I got the question right, because we talking about top 10 of all-time classics.
No, when I said I want to put y'all in the mind frame of like basically saying, don't just say a round because it was good. I'm talking about a round that you can argue. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to say, no, he did good versus Gage. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want be one of them ones, like the move, one of them ones that if you had to argue, but like, man, we could put that in top 10 all the time. I just said that number, but I'm saying this is my Verb top performances. Me, Mook, Lux, Goods. There's just 4 for sure. They're the ones I get a boom.
Yep.
After that, I like the ones y'all name. I put Marv performance kind of over them for real. I like Marv performance.
Marvin Cortez, I like that. Marvin Cortez will probably be next up.
I would say Hollow.
I think for the conversation. I think for the conversation you having, you should only include the.
I ain't know we was counting the Hollow one because it was only 2 rounds.
I wasn't including that because
that's a classic piece of history, though. Like that was. I know.
I agree, but it was only 2 rounds.
He was wilding versus Hollow, bro. It's just a different time. I feel like that has to be a part of it. And that was at a time that Hollow was like tough to beat. My thing with Verb is Verb has some of the most losses of a top tier of his level. But his highlight reel, like take away the percentage efficiency, his highlight reel is up there with some of the best highlight reels.
But what you mean take away what you mean take away the percentage? Because that's
I'm not saying take it away. You got to judge him losing a shit ton of battles. Like I'm very critical that he has like just a war chest of losses.
So
but if we're talking his highlight reel, it's up there with some of the best. I'm just giving. So that's
what I'm saying though. As far as this space wasn't about this space was basically like we kind of give Verb the benefit of the doubt and just always say he got the best resume. But today, I mean, since I've been beefing with Verb, I've been just studying him. And I've been really looking at it because I never looked at it because hindsight, I didn't care because it was like, that's my guy. Like, I don't got to look deep into it. But now that I looked at it, I'm like, yo, he got a lot of fucking bad showings and bad losses and bodies and a bunch of battles that don't mean nothing. But he always hide in front of, I stood in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I stood in front of him. I got the best resume. But you standing in front of these guys that don't mean nothing. So I said he got like 80-something battles, but technically he really only got probably 6 classic showings. And I'm not even being petty. And I'm finna name them right here again for y'all. Mook, Lux, Goods, Hitman. I like the math performance. I don't think it's the classic as those classics. But to Verb's standpoint, like from Verb for the how many bad showings he got, they be better than them. So it's like you kind of want to add them because him and Miles was good showings, but they weren't like them four, but they were so much better than the Clips, the Rex, the K Shines, and you know what I'm saying, the Bonnies, the Hustle. Like he got so many bad showings, you kind of want to add them. But I think he got 4 classic performances that you can put that nobody on earth would, and that's them 4. She want to add Cortez.
Those 4 undeniable classics.
Yeah, I think he got. Yeah,
some other battles. Like I think Twerk is a classic battle. I think Briz is a classic battle. Like, so I feel like 4 undeniables, but there's some other ones in there that are great battles.
Well,
like
great battles and classic performance could be different though. Great battles don't got to be a classic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, classic performance you can have without a great. I'm like, I don't think Clips and Rex was a great battle. You know what I'm saying?
And I think what we kind of missing too is we talking about a lot of old shit. Like when you look at the big picture, like he ain't sustained a lot of this shit. Like
after 2016, like this shit stopped after 2016.
Downhill.
Yeah, you right.
And it's like peaks and valleys. Then you get the Mook battle. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all named the RBE battles, he was kind of getting smacked up.
Yeah.
You get to the Mook battle, you get New Life. You get the.
But even before the Mook, he lost 4 straight. Like it just his career. Yeah, so his career just so. Like, I think he, out of all the top tiers and battle rappers, I think he the one who hide behind his resume the most. That's what when I've been beefing with Verb lately and I just been looking, I just think he get to say he battled these people, but it means nothing. Like his battles, like he got a lot of his battles. That's why I wanted to do this space. Of course, I'm being petty right now, but like you said, I'm like all the way to 2016, like from Gnome and Summer Madness, his whole URL career. He got some good wins. I don't know what we were saying, but he got the most out of any top tier. He got the most out of any top tier. He got the most bad showings and bodies out of any top tier nigga you can name. And then out of 80 battles for him battling everybody, who you'll say? Who you argue?
Who you say? Some bad battles in that zone.
Surf do not have. Ain't nobody.
That's not even close.
Ain't no Clips the only nigga that beat Surf. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Let me get him. Hold on, let me get him. Free the way. Hold on. So check this out. So you said Surf got some bad battles. Cool. Surf got some bad battles. Cool. How many people did Surf how K-Shine did Verb?
1 Clips.
That's it, right? So boom. So how many people did? how many people did? I mean, Surf how Clips how
Verb.
No, wait. Hold on, wait.
Lux was mid that battle, Schmo. I don't think Lux did him as bad as Clips did.
Verb did Surf bad.
But wait though.
Below mid.
But look though, let me get to the point. So I said how many people did Surf how K-Shine did, what's it called? And y'all said Clips. That was 1. Okay, so how many people did Surf how Clips did Verb? You can't say the same name.
Still Clips.
No. That's what I'm saying. Now you can't. We already canceled that out. So you can't say the same name.
I mean, I'd say my other dominant Surf L's are Lux. Obviously he's got some like really unfortunate ones, but that's probably in terms of like the real key impactful ones. I'd say Lux would be one next pick. Because that was a bad loss for Surf, man.
But that's what we're saying. But Verb, our first 3 was Clips did Verb bad, Rex did Verb bad, K-Shine did Verb bad, and then you got Verbs losing the shit like Adi Boom, Gems. Then you got, you know what I'm saying? Like you got too many of them. Surf don't have no shit like that. You got to name Lux.
Calico over Surf was pretty bad too. Keep it a stack.
The first one, yeah.
The first one.
In Jersey.
Surf worst losses is Cal, Verb, Clips, and Lux. Those are his 4 worst losses.
So what's Lil Burst? So them
40 bars. 40 bars.
40 bars. Those are bad though, in my opinion.
See, it wasn't as bad, but he lost the 40 clear, but it wasn't as bad.
But it was a bad one.
So what? Okay, bet.
So the K-Shine one is up there for one of the worst bodies. So that's hard to
in life.
beat. to surpass.
And life.
I'm gonna keep it G.
I ain't gonna lie, Hustle and Casey up there.
I'm just talking about bad losses. Surf got he up there for some of the bad losses.
So look, what about Hustle? What about Hustle and Verb?
Body.
Verb got more body bag losses. He got more battles too. But I understand what Zaren's saying. Like Surf's record kind of has a similar thing where his highlights are like the all-time highlights. Like the best of Surf is some of the best of battle rap, but he's got a lot of like dog shit too.
He got some low ones too. That's all I'm saying.
Verb got more, but it's like it's a similar type of when you go down the resume. I get what you're saying. It's like half and half.
But no, so Surf got. I mean, what I'm saying is,
and Surf is chokes.
So look though, so listen here. So if K-Shine and Verb is a 10 body bag, how many 10 body bags are on Surf? Not no bad losses because he choked. Like, okay, y'all saying Clips body him. That's one, right? I want bodies. Who body Surf? We're not talking about because I'm giving y'all bodies on Verb. Like niggas in body and Verb.
And y'all kind of leaving out. Surf was right. Surf sat down and he came back and he smoked like 4 top tier. Like he smoked niggas when he came back. When Verb kind of went through his shit, he kind of stayed there. Like it wasn't no.
He came back and beat Mook though.
But you naming battles in between battles. I'm talking about 4 in a row with Surf. Did you name it like, oh, he beat
5
Mook
in a row.
and he did this and my bad, boy, talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? But then you know what I'm saying? Then you go to when you go to Verb, it's in between because when you say he beat Mook, you literally just leaving out that he lost 4 before that. You know what I'm saying? He lost Pat State before that. You just leaving out those.
We went through him. Definitely.
No, I'm talking about
right. No, I'm just saying.
But Surf got some bad losses. Now, I want to argue and Surf got a bad loss, but I don't think Surf losses is you know another reason why not though? The stage. Surf losses 40 went on Summer Madness. So that one on like K-Shine and Clips and T-Rex. This shit is on Summer Madnesses and Gnomes. These are body bags on the biggest of stages. Surf losing to like Clips. I forgot what card that was. I'm not saying
That's the first one legacy.
No,
I'm not giving him no benefit of the doubt. Like, nah, he shouldn't lose like that. Surf shouldn't have lost. Like, what I'm saying is the reason why it's more impactful because you got Diddy, you got Diddy putting 12,000 up and you getting smoked, and then K-Shine. Well, this shit is on the biggest of stages, so that's why Verb got the battle losses.
Surf ain't losing on that big stage like that.
Yeah, in my opinion. So okay, so we give Verb. Let's do the Mook right quick. So we got Verb. We gave him 4 undeniable classical. We're just gonna say 4. If anybody want to argue 5 before I start. Mook, Lux, Hitman,
Goods.
Because we named a couple more, but we were debating them. So I think that
that's what I'm saying. Those are the undeniable.
So I get what you're saying. Those are the 4 that
undeniable. Boom. Okay, so let's go with Mook. Serious Jones.
That it's hard to do that. That's a lot of top tiers don't got undeniable classes.
No, for sure. No, so we gonna go 4. That's why we
I'm just keeping everything.
Listen, that's why we gonna debate, bro. Cool. So now now we gonna go to so Mook. So the first Serious Jones. They're undeniable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, say that one more time.
Yes, him and Serious is undeniable.
Here is Serious Jones. The dot on his head. Dot on his head. That's one. Him and Jay Mills.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Some Russell and Chamberlain shit.
Okay, that's 2. Him and Lux.
Which one?
The first one.
The
first one.
Yeah.
The first one.
Okay, first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3. Are we gonna do Young Hot?
No, sir.
No, sir. That's one. No, sir.
No, sir. I don't say that's undeniable. What y'all?
That was one of the biggest bodies ever. I mean, it's on what they say though.
Well, he
is it a classic though?
Talking about
undeniable classic. I thought that was
the undeniable performance from Mook, not the other nigga. We talking about undeniable performance from the person.
I thought we were saying undeniable classic because if we talking about undeniable performances,
then we'd have to add a couple of them Verb joints.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought he was talking about battles too, though. I thought he was talking about battles.
Cortez, because I know that Cortez ain't do much in that battle, but he was crazy.
But hold on, wait. So, what undeniable performance that y'all saying Verb on his own? So you adding Cortez and who else? That's 5. So who else we add?
I would add Cortez and I would add Hollow. That's me though. But
so that'll be 6.
I think that's pivotal.
I give him Hollow Street status the 2 round. That'll be 6. So y'all all agree with that?
I definitely, if we count 2 rounders, I definitely agree that the Hollow
and
one
if we
was a
count
classic.
Young Hot for Mook, I'd want to count SB for Verb.
Okay,
that's
8.
a fact too.
Yeah,
What DNA do Duck is iconic.
Yeah.
All right, so was that 7?
Yeah, that's 7. We could do. I think 7 a fair number.
We could do 7. Is any more performances, undeniable performances? You put Verb, like take the opponent away, you put him in. He rapped in the front of whoever. It's still the same undeniable performance. That's what we saying. So he got 7 of them in his career. Zern, you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm rolling.
All right, so J Smo, we at 7. Showtime, we at 7.
Yeah, 7 sounds good.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
All right, bet. All right, so we'll move. We start move. All right, so Sirius Jones. That's 1.
Mills.
I'm thinking
That's
so.
2.
J Mills. That's 2. Loaded Lux.
That's
the
3.
first one. That's 3. Young Hot. That's 4. Okay. Verse Verb. What was that?
That'd be 5. I thought he was great. I mean, it's a classic battle. I give Verb a little bit more credit than Mook because I got Verb winning.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't count that as a classic Mook. I don't count that as a classic Mook performance. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't.
Okay, so we at 4. We at 4. All right. What about Lux the second time? The champagne shit on the slaughterhouse.
It was a super duper clear win, but I don't got it as a classic performance.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I don't think the quality of the performance was all that, but I mean, Clear and Lux is like fucking incredible, like on the stat sheet. So just however y'all want to chalk that up. It's not classic though, like the individual.
No, it's not classic, but it's a W though.
Okay, that's 4. Okay, Tay Rock.
Yeah.
His performance,
that's classic.
That's 5. Geechee versus Geechee.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 6.
Man, he brought the building down on him, and he was supposed to get smoked that battle. I gotta give Mook that. Even if I don't love the material, like that's a classic.
His performance.
You know what? I think we missed one too. Didn't he battle Party Artie?
Mm-hmm.
And we already said Iron Solomon.
Iron Solomon is not a classic. We're not doing that. That's the worst battle on that card.
That's an infamous
Yeah, I ain't saying
We're
it's a
not doing
classic, but
that.
I'm just saying it's one of these
You
battles.
just saying because he beat a nigga 5-0. No, look. So all right. So
ain't nothing classic about it though. We ain't moving no goalposts. Ain't nothing classic about it.
All right. So what we at? We have 5.
I think we're at 6, and then you wanted to debate
we're 6.
Party Artie.
I said I think we skipped. I was trying to. Yeah. What y'all say about Party Artie?
I don't count it, but I mean,
when it's like that pivotal, because like it's a classic piece of history, but I don't hold it. Like if we're just looking at the performance, you take away like how long ago, like how it's important in that sense, and just looking at quality. It's not the same quality as the rest of that rapping, in my opinion.
Okay, bet. All right, so we skipped that. Verse Twerk.
I love his material.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's my favorite Mook performance. I'm being honest.
I had Mook losing, but he was amazing.
I had him losing.
He definitely lost, but to me, that is his best performance to me.
Yeah, is it an undeniable performance though?
It'll hit the same as the rest because
I don't know about undeniable.
If it was 3 or 4 years from now, people are gonna look back at it and its legend is gonna grow. But since it just happened a couple of years ago, it's not gonna hit the same as a battle. It's been sitting for like 15 fucking years, and now it's got nostalgia behind it. But that's some of the best shit Mook ever. I thought Mook was incredible versus Twerk.
So what we giving? What we doing?
So by that grade though, I would throw some other Verb performances in there.
I get it.
If we talking about a few years,
we could not for the sake of argument, but it's really good.
Okay. So we still at 6. All right, Arsenal.
Yeah,
grudge match. The way he beat Arsenal.
That's classic to y'all. That's undeniably classic to y'all.
Bro, he's masterful.
I don't think the Twerk one. I think because. All right, I got it.
I put the Twerk one before I put the Arth one. His material and everything was better versus Twerk to me. I don't know. Like I don't know, man.
I think we got a low grade because y'all chose Mook. Like we saying it's good for him. Like I don't know. I'm gonna go on mute. I don't like Mook.
No, we just keep it real. Cause right now I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying
If y'all add that, let's go tie. But Mook really got the less performance. So if Verb can't beat Mook on this, he's not gonna beat nobody else. I'm just throwing it out there. If he don't beat Mook right here in this debate, because Mook got the less for worse out of everybody else we gonna name. Tay Rock and Sue Surf and Clips and you know what I'm saying? So the name's only going to get tougher. So y'all better help him get this win because it won't work.
I know, but we also are talking about 7 or 8 of the best battle rappers ever. So even if he don't beat some of them head to head, that's still it's still some of the best collections of highlights.
Nah, it's gonna be the best collection. But what I said is that's my point. I said I think Verb got the less out of all the top names. That was my whole point.
7? Can we run them down one more time?
Nah, we was 6. We trying to debate. So we got Serious Jones. We got Serious Jones. We
Undeniable.
got Jay Mills.
Undeniable.
We got Lux the first time.
Yep.
We got Young Hot.
I'm still on the fence about that. That's undeniable.
Man, that's one of the big that made so many biggest body bag compilations. The got to. Jordan had 35, still won that game. Like niggas be that shit. I guess that shit. Y'all argue that one.
Everybody else, what y'all?
It's just with battles like that, they're obviously classic pieces of history, but they're not always 3-round master classes, the best shit they ever rap. You know, some of them.
Yeah, that's why we gave Verb the hollow.
But we did it for both sides.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the best opponent or it was a different time, that's pivotal. I always say it's like Chamberlain and Russell type shit. Nowadays, it might not look as crazy with the way the league is developed, but that was classic to the sport being a sport. We got to count them, even if it's not the same. I would say that Mook's material versus Twerk is some of the best shit he ever rapped, top 3, but it's not nearly as classic. It doesn't feel as classic as some of that older shit because it's had time to be that way. It's had time to be legendary. So that being a guy like Mook's favor, because all of that early shit everyone grew up watching, even if it wasn't 10 out of 10 the best shit he ever rapped.
Yeah, all right. So
I would say Verb probably has a couple more, but a couple more considering he got 3 times the resume speaks to what Mook does, what he does pop out.
Yeah, we know, but that's my whole argument with Mook anyway. But my point is, Verb still got all these battles. He shouldn't have 7. He got 80-something battles. Only having 7 undeniable performances is kind of bothering me. For him to put I get on Mook ass because he only got 20 battles total. But we giving Mook 7 undeniables with 20, and we giving Verb 7 with 80. I know it's a few more niggas can say he did good. You know what I'm saying? But that's my whole point. Is that when I sat down and looked at it, hold on, Verb, you just been collecting a lot of checks. You ain't really took this shit to the, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gave nobody no million view battle. You got, you know what I'm saying? So this is me being petty. Yes, I am being petty. This whole point of the space is me breaking down this shit to be petty. I battle Mook. I'm going to tell Mook about himself on the 13th. So don't worry about it, Verb. I'm going to tell Mook about himself too. But right now I'm telling you about yourself. We broke down your Summer Madnesses, your Gnomes. You got bodied the most out of any top tier, any guy tier. You got the worst losses in top tier history. You got 4 that we named, Adi Boom and all that shit. You got a lot of shit like that, bro. You just tied with Mook. Mook battled 60-something less battles than you, and you tied with him on undeniable performances. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's just me. So if y'all think that's good, and we keep putting him on this plateau of letting Verb run around say, "Hey, I got the best resume." That resume shit. Today we stopped the resume shit. This Hitman right now telling y'all that resume shit don't matter. We're gonna put your resume under a microscope. I don't give a fuck if you stood in front of Boss, Jay Smoes, you stood in front of all these people. What the fuck did you do in front of these people, bro? Yes, you stood in front of Tay Rock, but it ain't one person over here that can tell me one thing you said to Tay Rock. That's terrible. Yes, you stood in front of Calico, but niggas saying, you stood in front of Geechee, niggas like whatever. You stood in front of Easy. You stood in front of all these big names, but niggas, your battle have no souls. From here on out, if your battle ain't got no motherfucking soul in it, Don't tell me you battled that person. I don't want to hear who you stood in front of if you ain't making memorable. If you ain't kick his ass and you ain't make it classic, it doesn't matter you stood in front of him. That's stupid to me. I go around my neighborhood and say I fought everybody and I lost every fight, bro. I don't get to brag and say I fought him. That shit over now, bro. Them shits are dead. So the death of the resume, that's what this space is. Death of the resume. You battle every fucking body and you have no souls. We just named 7 fucking battles on RBE and you had 2 good showings. That's terrible. You lost 4 judge battles and that shit terrible, bro. I'm gonna let the fans pick who under the microscope tomorrow. This is how I'm gonna promote my battle with Mook. I'm gonna put all you niggas under the microscope. I'm tired of y'all getting away with hiding behind y'all resume because back then with the golden era, we had to battle each other. So yeah, y'all should have some good names under y'all motherfucking resume if you've been battling 15 years. But if you up there losing, you ain't even beat a female. You ain't been. I'm not knocking no female rap. I'm just saying though, you supposed to be God tier and the best to ever do it. And Casey got 3-0 chance on you. Hustle set you down. Bonnie got you out of there. Like fuck is we talking about, bro? Yes, you got some good wins. You're a good writer. You're gonna get good wins. But on the biggest of stages, we watch K Shine do you crazy. We watch T-Rex buy a car for you. We watched clips. His clips first URL battle was smoking you, bro. Like this shit gotta count for something now. And then your numbers stink though. You got a battle that's at 70,000 views in almost a month, bro. Matter of fact, how I put some shit on the big stage, y'all. I want to show y'all something.
In the Jumbotron, you got to hit the little sure, and your space should be the first option.
I can send it to you.
Yeah.
So this, hey Jason, I want y'all to see this right here. This is what we finna start doing. This shit gotta, bro. Like we gotta stop giving niggas this. Yeah, we gotta stop doing this. I want you to put that one up, boss. Then I want you to put, yeah, you keep doing that. Hold on, I'm gonna send you all this shit. I did my research, bro. Put that up there, like, come on, bro. Hold on, right here, boom, like. I just want to know, like who the fuck is these people, bro? Oh my god, bro. Put that one up there. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, we gotta start. That's what we finna do, bro. We just finna put like, is there any guy tier, top tier nigga that got what the fuck is that?
You only sent one thing, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for the other shit, but put that up there
I'm
right
just
there.
making sure.
Yeah, put that up there for me.
I got you.
Like, we talking about the best to ever do this shit. Y'all tell me y'all bring the Tay-Rocks, the Sue Surfs, the Charlie Clips, the T-Rexes, the Loaded Luxes, the Hitmans, the Murder Mooks, and all that shit. When we bring up Verb shit, his shit just be so funny and light.
There's a couple other like. So, and I said it earlier, like, I think in terms of a collection of losses, like, Verb's got, like, a pretty egregious collection, but with an insane highlight reel. But I feel the same way about a guy like a T-Rex or an Arsenal who people put up in that conversation. Like, their full body of work, you can go through 60, 70%. I'm not going to lie to you. There's times they're mailing it in, losing to people they got no business losing to, or losing to their peers. But when you look at their top work,
I was going to say
Ars, Verb, T-Rex, those are guys who have years of
let's go T-Rex.
But their best shit is crazy.
Let's go T-Rex and Ars. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Who has embarrassed Ars like K Shine embarrassed A Verb and these other body bags? Let me get the body bags.
Man, Ars been 30 so many times recently.
No. We ain't talking about
where to begin.
30s. I'm talking about when they say biggest body bags of all times. Verb on there a few times. So I want y'all to give me, when y'all bring up these people, I want to hear those type of amount. I want to see the gems is losing 50. I want to see the Adi Boom losses and I want to see when y'all say that, I'm not saying going up there losing 3-0 to Av. Like that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to see these embarrassing losses that y'all trying to make it seem like these niggas got. Because I want to see it. Just let me know. I'm not saying they don't got them.
I
Not
mean, if we
saying
talk
that.
about T-Rex, you could definitely put T-Rex and Clips up there. It might be the
For
worst
sure.
body.
For that's Charlie. For sure. That's Charlie Clips. For sure. Now keep going for me.
We doing T-Rex right now?
Yeah, we doing T-Rex. Pause.
Shit, I thought K-Shine kind of smoked T-Rex too.
But that wasn't like the other ones though. That wasn't like how K-Shine.
That wasn't exactly like that. But I mean, like getting 3-0 is getting like we could split hairs once we get there. But if you saying name huge big stage 30s, like I know Rex first was pretty good versus Shine, but he got walked. Like that's not a close battle by any means.
But if we do that, but that's what I'm saying though. See, that's the difference. Verb got a bunch of clear 3-0s too, but he got bodies though. Niggas is up there kicking Verb ass. So when y'all bring up Rex and Arsenal, I expect y'all. I expect to hear at least four names of y'all telling me body bag. Cause Clips, T-Rex, cause Clips and K-Shine, those was bodies. And then the girls. Then he got 2 bodies by girls. Casey and Hustle bodied them. So tell me these people with T-Rex and
Casey
Arsenal.
and Hustle also both bodied Arsenal or beat the hell out of them.
Okay, now y'all switching. So now y'all switch people. Let me know. Well, we on T-Rex.
Yeah, I'm about to say now Ars got some bodies. I ain't
wait. We ain't talking about Ars right now. Y'all brought up Rex. I said Rex first.
Yeah. I did say Clips. I said Clips first when it comes to T-Rex.
Yeah.
Shit, Danny Myers did Rex pretty bad too. I know that he obviously paid to get the battle. Yeah. So people looking at a little different. But
we all agreeing we all agreeing that was a body like K-Shine and Verb or Clips of Verb.
That battle was
that bad.
Yeah, that battle was like not. But it's so much other stuff surrounding that battle. It's hard to gauge it. Danny won clear, but that battle was.
I'm talking about. Give me embarrassing bodies. J Smoke. Give me embarrassing bodies. Like K-Shine and Clips was embarrassing bodies. Them Hustles and Casey's these are bodies. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want. I know a nigga can lose clear and nigga 3-0 easy, 3-0 chance and all that. But I'm talking about hole big enough to walk through them. I want to hear niggas like that with T-Rex right now.
So do Rex have any that would be on the top 10 worst bodies in battle rap history?
Charlie Clips. That's it. Charlie Clips
for sure.
We know that
for sure.
Clips might be the only one.
I guess the rest you wouldn't say all time, but like I thought Calico like beat Rex bad. I guess it's not K-Shine and Verb bad, but if you.
But that's what I'm saying. It's hard to
compare
to Shine. We already all agreed that Shine's win, Shine and Clips against Verb. That's up there for the top. So it's hard to really just surpass that.
Yeah, but not even saying worse. I just want it could be just the same though. You know what I'm saying? When y'all say T-Rex got body bag like that too, I just want to hear some names like you know what I'm saying? Like at least give me 3 because right now that's my whole argument. Niggas don't get embarrassed as much as A Verb do with that kind of name. Yeah, I said Arsenal. We're gonna run through Arsenal too, because I can't really think. Yeah, I said Arsenal name, but as far as T-Rex, all I could think of, and me just being who I am in the game, and me, breathe battle rap, Charlie Clips the first thing that come to mind, like, damn, body. All right, the next one, but nothing else come to mind like that. So that's why I was hoping y'all help me. Like,
yeah, I guess because I looked at it like technically in terms of if I could find 4 exactly equal to those 4. Yeah, maybe not. Even though, but I could name just years of like Rex and Rock training this 1-round battle, but it's bad. His performance versus Rosenberg Raw not great. His performance versus Reed not good. Versus Shine 3-0. Versus Danny, like he lost that battle. Versus Calico, so he's got lows. But when Verb gets beat, Clips is like a super duper piece of history. Shine is a super duper piece. So I get it. I couldn't name 4 exact bodies to match it, but I compare where they'll have years where they just get whooped back to back. So that's why I would compare that more so.
But then like you said though, with that's when I tie in not only Verb bodies, then I can also go to him and Sharon and him and Caustic and him as versus Steve McSwain and him versus you know what I'm saying? Like gems, and we still go to all them L's. So he's still gonna have them bodies on top of ugly L's like that also. That's all I was saying. I was like, man, when I start looking at it, I'm like, damn, Verb be getting smoked and he be losing clear. And I'm thinking, like, do any top tier be looking as bad as this? So now we got past T-Rex. T-Rex probably got, like I said, but it ain't that. Let's go to Arsenal.
Hold on, real quick, before y'all move on. Tim McCool?
Man, I don't know who the fuck. I forgot. He battled a nigga named Verb Steve McSwain. That shit was August 18th, 2018. That shit got 10,000.
Come on, man.
That nigga crazy, bro.
Let's go to Ars.
I'm about to say, I think Ars been bodied more times.
No, the Arsenal one might be worse. That might be the one for sure that I could say is.
I got Verb over Ars. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear it. Who body bag Arts like K-Shine and Clips, all them niggas on Verb?
Most recently, Hustle, Big Stage.
And Casey.
Yeah,
and
Hustle,
Coffee.
Casey, Briz,
so they cancel out. So you know what? So right now, them two cancel out, so they even. All right, now let's start after Casey and Miss Hustle.
Briz did them grimy.
Yeah, Briz was bad. Hitman, obviously, you battled him. That didn't.
Yep. Coffee. Pretty much all the ladies except Official. I ain't gonna care.
For real, they saying them bodies.
The second Hollow battle is kind of gross for him. I ain't gonna lie. The shit in Volume 2
in Orlando.
Yeah, I ain't got him winning that either at all.
So these are bodies. I saying these are bodies like bodies.
Nah, Art's been getting cooked. I ain't gonna hold you.
And that's not, if we went into like the side missions that Arch does, like random battles like the franchise one on Blackout, there's just like times that Arch shows up and gives away
on the body bag. Franchise body him.
He's showing up clearly for a check and just like that's it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Shit, I mean, I can't argue that, you know. Yeah. I will say,
but it's a rare category because they're still super duper legends. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell you Arch not know like top at the very least 15-20 battle rapper of all time, if not higher. But some of these guys like will battle because Verb's got a little over 60, maybe 70 battles, and then Arch has got definitely more than that. So 60 to 70, I'd say 50% of the work will be like just showing up or losing the top tiers, but the top shit still makes them legends. It's just not the same as some guys that might win like 70% of their battles or battle only 30 times, you know? So every time they get the best version of themselves. When you're in the field, a couple of these legends got a couple years that they just didn't give a fuck. And I think Verb is one of those people that falls in that category.
Not even think he had a whole pay Verb era, like, you know what I'm saying. So we know it was a period of
an era named after losing isn't fire. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. So I go Arch. Y'all saying I gotta look into that too. I'm gonna take your word for it.
And you ain't even gotta go. Just look at the last 3 years. You ain't even gotta. If you go back past that, that's just icing on the cake. You just look at the last 3 years, you'll be all right.
And I think this is the issue I'm having. Because when y'all talk about God tier, like when you talk about a God tier, I don't think it should be all these. Look how God tier treated after a debatable. You know what I'm saying? They you ain't got it no more. You lost it. Y'all naming all these losses, but he still got that same status. I'm not really understanding how that equates.
You talking about Arch?
Nostalgia? Like I'm talking about Verb. Like, cause like I'm saying, like as far as how God tiers is treated, the standard they held to. Like if you have a debatable, with Hustle, they'll go back and forth. Oh, you don't know, or Easy. You know what I'm saying? A rougher, you might have 5-6 straight where you kill. You have a debatable with Easy or a loss to Easy, however they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Now you getting crucified. Y'all just name all these losses in a row, but the status don't change. I think that's what I'm confused about. If we having a God tier conversation, ain't it standards attached to that, or is it just a free for all? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm not understanding.
If we do that, we gotta have that conversation. But then it might be only 2-3 of them tops then, because I think the standard is like once you reach God tier, you there. You can't necessarily quote fall from grace. But because if that's the case, we got to go through clips. We got to go through, or like a lot of the God tier guys had some horrible spell, like little bouts of just terrible quality work. You know what I'm saying? But once you reach God tier, like, because you can't erase, like you also talking about guys who have some of the most iconic moments that nobody else has ever reached and probably never will. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about people's end games and why people came into battle rap. So, you know, some things just outweigh everything else. I ain't gonna care.
I feel that, but on the flip side of that, do you feel like, because like you said, it can't be erased, do you feel like in certain cases it was given out too loosely, that title, to some people before they necessarily was cemented, to where
God
they
tier,
still was
no.
in position
Now,
to...
if you want to say top tier religion, maybe, but God tier, no, because I don't care what nobody say about Hitman. Like whatever debatables he got, he brought performance into battle rap. Like the category was created because of him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you can't
Verb
erase what
pioneered
somebody
the
did.
Midwest
Right, so let's
movement.
simplify it.
Like,
So Verb is God tier to everybody? Is that consensus? Like he's God tier, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what. All right, bet. That's what I wanted to know.
I think we
All right,
use the term too loosely in general, but I'm super duper strict.
That's what,
I still think he's like an all-time level talent though, because like at the end of the day, it's harder to be great than be ass. So like, there's not a lot. Anyone can lose, but not everyone's got the capability of doing phenomenal game-changing shit. So with
Right.
Verb has lost a fuck ton, but it's hard for me to ever look at Verb outside of probably the top 10 battle rappers of all time, because his peak is his peak. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's hard to take away. But then amongst the other top 10, top 15 peaks of all time, when you start looking at the overall body of work, people that can match the highlight reel, you're gonna find other legends who are more consistent. So that's all it is to me. He's still
But we
always gonna
also
be one of
take
the best
into
of all time. But
we also take into consideration stuff like when you talking God tier, it's also not just what they did on the stage. I'm not gonna cap. So it's not like God tier is different. So transcending battle rap to me, the pioneering the Midwest movement, Holla taking it to a while and out, and then starting your own league to give back to who you brought with you. You know what I'm saying? All of those things matter too. Because when you're talking about God tier, it's not just what you wrote or who you stood in front of, it's everything else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the people we call God tier absolutely transcended battle rap. And I think that's an important component of it. Everybody ain't did that. Along with all the other criteria as well.
Can you get moved out of God tier? Can you what you do late in your career, getting just showing up, getting smoked, do that count for none? Some, or does it matter anymore? Like Jay Smo said,
I think
you
you
just
can.
That's been the
I think
debate
you
this whole
can.
time. Like some
yeah, I
people
thought they
feel
just
like
told
God
me
tier,
no.
once you there, you stay. Like that's
I was
how
just
it's been
about to
going.
ask.
But recently it has been a lot of legacy conversations. You know what I'm saying? There has been a lot of that talk about whether you want to say Verb or Clips bounced back, but there was a conversation around Clips for a little minute. They've been talking about it recently around 40. So there has been a conversation, but I don't know. Do you think you should be able to fall from grace as God tier?
Okay, look, you can't erase the past, but you can mess up your future though. Like you can mess that up.
But if nobody touching them same mountaintops, it's hard to say you get moved out the spot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why to me, once you got to, I
so
feel like
question.
you there.
I'm sorry. So question.
No, go ahead, baby.
So say we got let's just say who name I could say who some a new guy that came and start doing this thing. Just say Geechee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can just say the shit that Verb done or who y'all saying, whoever y'all the fans collectively saying, can somebody who came and start winning on them battle lust, start doing all that, can they take a spot?
Yeah, I
That could
think
be
Take
so.
a
debated.
spot instead of just make room. So you feel like they should
Nah, I know
replace
I don't
somebody
yeah,
instead of just being added.
yeah, cause I don't make a room only make room if I believe you make room if somebody resume ain't better. Cause just say, cause I ain't gonna lie. I had looked Geechee, just say Geechee resume better than Verbs, right? Let's just say Geechee better. Let's just say we just go looking at it, boom, boom, boom.
It's
And we
up there.
I know that's what I'm saying. Say we just do that. And Geechee, Verb last 6 years, cause you understand, Verb ain't had a million view battle in almost 7 years. That's insane to me though. It's like because it's like God tier is the niggas who been that like for their careers or like for the most of their careers. We just did all that right from 2010 to 2014. He was on Summer Madness thing up on. Then from 2014 to 2018, he was like kind of above water. 2018 was all the RBE losses. Then he got Mook. Then he got Lux. but then he started losing again. So it's like, all right, he did what he did, but when are we gonna be like, okay, what the fuck have you done in the last 7 years?
So I mean, you can be moved past all time, though. I feel like that's like the nature of sport. Like
that right there.
We're watching like I won't go too hard because I know everyone doesn't watch sports, but like NBA, like I'm watching Steph Curry like jump over top 10 all time guys. That don't mean that they're not amazing, but yeah, eventually like somebody can also be better and do it and build on what you already built. But for me, I just think we throw God tier around a little too loose. Like when I got the battle rap 2014, 2015, it was Mook, Lux, Hollow. Those were the battles that you wanted to earn big time.
And
those were the end game ones.
Too.
And I felt like those were, God tier change where now just because someone had an amazing career, we call them that. Like I see, and I get it, like why people would call it Tay Rock, a Geechee. Like for me, these are some of the best battle rappers, T-Rex, like some of the top 10, top 5 in some cases, best battle rappers ever. But God tier used to be about coming out rarely. Like, oh, he got a God outside. Like he hasn't battled in 2 years and he earned it. It was more optics than it was just being fire. So Verb, I remember after he beat Mook and Lux, if he sat down and he popped out once a year, once every other year, it would feel that way. It's the optic of how you're booked. But if you're battling 10 times a year, it's just hard for me to call you God tier. You could be the best in the motherfucking world, but you're not branding yourself as like this rare plate that people earn for real.
I mean, I think I'm the stingiest person ever when it comes to calling people God tier, because God tier, I shouldn't look up and see you doing 70,000 views in no fucking month and no God tier on the earth, bro. I don't give a fuck what niggas is saying. I don't care. Like I should look up and see you not being able to pack a venue out or some. Like God, that shit matter to me. Like Lux, I always looked at Lux like, man, that nigga Lux, because Lux the only one I seen really like take over the internet for a battle. Like outside of when I be talking my shit, I seen Lux come and do, you know what I'm saying, me and him fighting for the #1 views shit ever. He got a 10 million view battle on the way. Like he didn't did other God tier shit to me in this era. Nobody else really did got a big time battle with duo, you know what I'm saying, everything. But when it comes to God tier, like Jay-Z tweeting and shit, the culture, like I always gave Lux that. Like I never really saw it with Mook. I'm gonna be honest. I never really saw it with Mook because I think Mook God tier era was another era. You know what I'm saying? I think Mook God tier level was Smack, DVD. I think Lux God tier era was URL. You know what I'm saying? I honestly think that Mook came over to URL. It just was nothing though. It was him battling Iron Solomon. That was nothing. That didn't impact nothing. Him battling Verb. That ain't really impact. You know what I'm saying? Really nothing. Any kind of loss. Like that nigga Lux went over to UW with Hollow, made history. Him and Clip shit was 10 million. You know, him and Calico was one of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it. So I only really, when they say God tier shit like that, that's what I mean by God tier. You listen, if you gotta have done something that no other battle rapper has done to be God tier. Niggas be calling each other God tier and they do the same shit. Like
so in that regard though, Verb did get 3-0 chance against two people that's considerably God tier. I know we were talking about Book right there.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like that kind of propelled him into that conversation right after that. Nobody had done that at the time.
Within a year though, and it was within the same year as well.
Right. So my thing, I don't really think now I don't really necessarily think talent or rapping or something really can be God to you, because you gotta understand, y'all. When it just comes to pure talent, how many battle rappers could be God tier just off talent? Like
right,
we just
that's
talking
why it's more
talent.
than that. Yeah, it's got to be way more than that.
So
because
just,
it's rapping, you got to put Ron.
I'm sorry,
Ron can rap like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's all.
What y'all say, my fault? I can't hear what y'all say.
That's because everybody started talking. So yeah, it's more than just rapping to be God tier. It gotta be. Katrina, what you say?
No, I wanted to say, I disagree with the opinion of like you can never be removed from God's tier, because I agree with Hitman that like some people, mostly everybody who's solidified as God tier, niggas know when they battle them, whether it's back then or today, that you almost guaranteed to get that million views, that it's going to pack a venue out. I feel like you can't remove somebody from being legendary, but I feel like if you ain't been getting million view battles in the last couple of years, you not packing those venues out,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
you losing, then I don't necessarily agree that you can't be removed from God tier, because the shit that you became God tier for, you're no longer doing it. And we not talking about 1 or 2 years. We talking about the
For
last
sure.
like 5
For
years
sure.
at least.
Like for sure,
So
sweetheart.
I just wanted to, that's all I wanted to
Nah,
add.
for sure. You know, and I agree with that because, like I said, and I know y'all gotta. I know I'm being petty, but I want y'all to take the truth in my pettiness. Like Verb hasn't had a million view battle since 2018, and he had 20 some battles since, probably a little more, probably. So how? Like, I just want to understand, like, how the fuck is that God tier? That's all I want to know. I just want somebody to really, I'm like, yes, I am beefing with Verb, so I'm being petty, but I'm being serious though. So when y'all say Verb this and Verb that, how can a God tier nigga have 70,000 views in almost a month? How the fuck is that God tier?
So some people say Arse is God tier.
He just had 1 million views last year. Fuck it. Yeah.
Right, but
Right, Vern, and it's not every battle, but you should be, because they're gonna take battles on like Joe
smaller
Schmo's
league.
league or something like
Niggas
that.
gonna
Yeah,
do
so
that.
those not gonna do it.
Like
But you should be
7
like,
years? 7
yeah,
years. Like we talking about
especially
7.
if it's two names, especially if it's two, if you battling another top tier or another notable name, or if it's a big card, big stage, big league, something like that, the God tiers are supposed to be able to make something happen. I ain't gonna cap.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to understand that, because so when niggas is saying, yeah, niggas is God tiers and nobody's having 1,000 view people, nobody having 1,000 plus a day events. Nobody, like, what a God tier stuff at?
Yeah. I
And
do
one
want to
second
spin a
too, when
block
you look
real
at,
quick
my bad.
on Jay Schmo. My fault, short time. Because Jay Schmo was saying God tier should only pop out every now and then. So because I do consider Tay Rock God tier. I'm not gonna cap. So I think that you get extra. I give extra points to Tay Rock for being able to be outside as much as he is, and his win-loss percentage is not being affected like
Not
that.
only that,
Like
not only that with Tay Rock still giving niggas they first million fucking views, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying is the new God tier. Y'all keep telling me niggas is God tier that ain't gave a nigga 1 million views yet. A-Ward just shouted Tay Rock out because, okay, put it like this. I'll put it like this, bro. A-Verb battled A-Ward on a bigger platform that got damn near 200,000-300,000 more subscribers, and only did half the numbers that Tay Rock did with A-Ward on a smaller league. You can't tell me A-Verb God tier and Tay Rock not.
Holla, you see ARP, he said pull him up.
Yeah, I see him. There you go.
Okay.
And just before ARP go, what I wanted to say was I think we forgetting too the story matter too. When you looking at like legacy and how you break it down, even when you bringing up a Tay Rock, when you bringing up a Geechee went on a crazy run, won champion of the year, got on champion and called out Surf, got the first big battle he wanted. Then he got to Mook and stuff like that. When you look at Verb was losing. You know what I'm saying? He got put in a position, like, because like y'all said, it done came out. We could speak on it. His number was the lowest. So he got put in that position because of that. He wanted to do it. Other reasons I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, because, Verb is still Verb, but that story don't hit the same when it's like you just put in a position. If that's the case, ARP got here. I put him in position to do like that. That's not the same as somebody's story who actually put in that work. But even when Hitman say the only God tier without a God tier on my resume, that's a story. That's a part of what I went through to get here without no handouts. I couldn't have them bad battles. I couldn't have them no stuff. That's what elevates.
You know what though? Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because now we really looked at a nigga who, he always say, I got baby. We really looking at the first God tier nigga to get baby, because ARP handed him Murder Mook. The fans ain't asked for that. They was mad at that. So you got handed Murder Mook, and your performance versus Murder Mook allowed Beasley and them to say, you know what? We want you. Don't go back to, they doing their shit with RBE. We'll give you Lux. It wasn't like you was on an incredible run and niggas was like, yo, we need Verb and Mook and Lux. You got cherry picked and handed. You got baby to your God tier this. Nigga, you lost a judge battle to Jims and Pat State. R.I.P. Pat. And a nigga gave you Murder Mook. You didn't earn that. You was on a decline. You was on a decline before I battled you. Your whole career's been up and down. You was at your height at the Midwest movement. You battled Cal. I mean, you battled Miles. You battled Matt Hoffa. And you know what I'm saying? You was at the height. You lost. I battled you, got you back hot. You battled at Summer Madness 2. You lost again and was downhill from there. ARP saved you, and you got spoiled. Like, you got, nigga fed you. Nigga put a bill on you and fed you your God tier status. I'm glad you said that. I got to say that in mind. That was crazy. That was a good point. ARP, what's up, dog?
What's good, fam? You know I'm here. You know when I'm heavy on Twitter, I'm in the gym.
I know. What's good, man? We in here just having a little fun talking about God tier and you know what I'm saying, and can you be removed and what's all that? You know, we just having a little fun, bro.
Dope discussion. Can I ask y'all a question though? Because I might have missed it. My bad if I did. Like what the three people that's talking the most in this space, what is y'all definition of a God tier first and foremost?
To me, transcendent God tier, I'm starting with transcendent battle rap. I ain't gonna cap. You gotta be able to have taken your battle rap career outside of, been able to catapult it into something different. And then of course, million view battle, you gotta be the A side against other top tiers. You know what I'm saying? Not just only when you battling under like low or mid tier people. Holla said giving somebody their first million view battle. I'm not mad at that either. I never had that before, but I'm not mad at that. But to me, those probably the main three. Like your views, you got to be able to pump out a meal easy. Like a meal should be regular. I feel like, and then transcending battle rap and being the A side. Those to me probably the most three.
Yeah,
I think
headlines too. Headlines are crucial.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways to identify it because accolades end up coming with it, and there's a certain amount of stature and respect. But one is definitely just from a view pulling perspective, whether that be live viewers. And then, of course, I think YouTube has been a great barometer for us. We're going to be talking about one of the higher viewed battle rappers. And I think the most key thing is them popping out is an event within itself. It's beyond just like building a card around it. The culture kind of stops when they're booked. And we have probably less than a handful of that. But I think that's truly what it is. When Lux comes out, it's a Lux battle. Like everything kind of stops. Same goes for Mook, Hitman, in my opinion. So when their battles are a moment within itself.
Y'all smoked that. Y'all really killed that. And the second one that the boss mentioned to me, I use that as like the smallest one to just go on, because the other ones I think people debate so much. People say, what did you do outside and what do you do inside, and have you elevated the game? That's always creating of debates, even though I agree with it. The second one boss said though, to me is so essential. I feel like there's no such thing as a God tier who can ever be a B-side, ever. That's the most simplest form to me. Even if they're on the B side of the flyer, they're still an A side. It's just you can't put both faces on the same side of the card. And to me, this might be a controversial take to y'all, but I also agree with homie when you said we throw that word around too much. God tier, that's around too much. These are your God tiers, and Clips and Arsenal and maybe DNA. I know they finna flame me in a second. I love those guys, but we confuse Mount Rushmore candidates and God tiers too much. Like you said, when the God tiers battle, everything stops. Your God tiers are Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, Cassidy, Hitman Holla, Sue Surf. I think it's those 5 people.
Why is it not Rock? Why you don't get Rock?
Because when Rock, and some of it is because Rock deserves to be a God tier, but if we use one of those big criteria that we just said is the world stops, Rock could have been that, but Rock, he gives so much to the culture, credit to him. The world don't stop when Rock battles for like unless the world stops when he battles certain opponents now. But we said the God tier is the one that carries that. I'm battling, doesn't matter. Everybody stop, everybody look, everybody pay attention, everybody tune in. I think if Rock battled a little less frequently, I think he could have built, maintained, and garnered that God tier reputation across the board. But there's battles from and this, I love Tay Rock. I love his career. There's battles from Tay-Rock over the last 2 years I haven't even seen. There's no such thing as a God tier that battles and I didn't see their battle.
Well, you mean just saying that you ain't check it out, or you just saying because it's behind the wall?
No, I'm not even talking about behind the wall. I'm talking about even other leagues that are on YouTube or whatever. I didn't check it out.
Tay-Rock will battle any and every. He'll battle a Mr. Man, a G Soldier. He was like Tay-Rock.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm real picky with that, but Tay-Rock is the only person that I make an exception for because I don't watch him still get these no names $500,000s, 400s and 6. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't really like the fans. Like I know it take away from his view count, like as far as pay-per-view, because we know we can see him battle Friday and Saturday. But I just feel like that's just who Tay-Rock is. That's just how much he love battle rap. But we know he didn't put the game on his back for so long over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it ain't really his fault.
A1 his first million view battle and just gave the Riot as a league their first million view battle.
Nobody can't. You're not a battle rap fan if you try to discredit Tay-Rock. Right. You're just not. But the criteria that I just heard, and also the one that I use, we look at Tay-Rock, we revere and endear him so much in the battle rap culture. It's just like, how do you not call him a God tier? But when we actually define it, and we remove the personal, like he needs to be there, and we say, what's the definition? It's really because of the way he's navigated his career. And I think
so basically what you saying is it's no knock to him, but it's no way a God tier nigga be in the middle of the card, bottom of the card, just on the strip. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
a God tier is always A side, no matter what. Even if he battles another God tier. If Tay-Rock battles Loaded Lux or Murder Mook, he is the clear B side.
Yeah,
he's the clear. He's the clear B side.
I 100%.
You know what I'm saying? I think up and coming. And that's a whole nother topic as far as can you be displaced from God tier. You guys mentioned Geechee. Geechee is making his push there with his resume, his longevity, his work, his resume, right? But
he probably got the Tay-Rock syndrome. He probably
if Geechee battles Murder Mook, or if he battles when he battles Sue Surf, or you know what I'm saying, when he battles Hitman Holla, that's clear B-side. There's no such thing as a B-side God tier to me. Sue Surf, Cassidy, Hitman, Lux, Mook, even if they're on the right side of the flyer, they are still an A-side.
You think Surf evolved into God tier since he been gone?
Well, I think what happens when people are away, sometimes their legend continues to grow. But by our definition, his God tier status was there before he left. That guy,
so when he battled Lux
with him.
When he battled Lux, that's what I'm saying. Was he clear B side? I'm saying, when did he become God tier to you? That's what I'm asking. Because he battled Lux. But you know what I'm saying?
I could make an argument that was God tier on God tier, and then I think the way I could make an argument, but I think what hurt that debate right there, to your point that you're making right there, Holla, is how bad he lost the battle and how people was talking about him after. Like, he just kept dropping the ball. The 40 bars thing, the Sue Surf thing, the 2 rounds done. He made Jersey popular for not having 3 rounds. But when you talk about the status of an A side, everything stops. There's not a single Sue Surf battle I haven't seen. There's not a single Hitman, Cassidy, Mook, Lux battle I haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? That to me is a God tier. I don't want to name somebody that's underneath a God tier. I don't want to try to make it sound like I'm using rock or nothing like that. But if you got 10, 15 battles I didn't see, I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Everything stops for a God tier. Everything. You're a God. You crack the earth when you walk. Period.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna cap clipping JC at Summer Madness and then jumping immediately on a plane and performing Rolling Loud. And free the wave, man.
And the way that I look at it,
man.
Surf is absolutely God tier. He can snap his fingers and shit stops, and people pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So he's like that. Now, as far as being moved out of a God tier, very tough debate. I think what it takes to move you out of a God tier is other God tiers moving in, right? So, for example, like, we don't like this half or this portion of LeBron's career if he's got to miss the playoffs or if he's getting bounced in round one. He's an absolute God tier. But if over the next 20 years we meet 5 more Jordans. It's not going to happen. I'm just saying hypothetical. We meet 5 more Jordans that go, undefeated in the finals. We start to look at LeBron different. That's a syndrome of some of what you guys were explaining with Verb. All the losses, or like you're supposed to be God tier, but all the losses, how you navigated your career, the choking, you got chokes during the showtime and all this type of stuff. That's supposed to crack the earth. We start to look at you different. You can't do 6 years of playing on the Wizards for Jordan. You can't do that, especially if there's other people coming in and surpassing. So that's where I start to say, I want to give some of those people the type of credit and stop the God tier debate, because that's reserved for 5 people, and then just put them in the Mount Rushmore candidates. That's why I say Charlie Clips, DNA, Arsenal, Verb. Some people you could put Rex, Hollow to Don. The Mount Rushmore debate, I think, needs to happen more and less of the God tier, because the God tier, if you got 10 God tiers, then we definitely need to redefine it. You can't.
Nah, we got 10. If we got 10 God tiers, it'll be 4 events a year. That's 1,000 plus each time sold out.
We got 10 God tiers. I'm coming out of retirement to make some of that money with y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like, though, just to piggyback off of that, would eliminate a lot of niggas for God tier, just in my opinion, is you got to carry yourself like a God tier. What put certain people in certain positions is everybody don't get to stand in front of them. And I think that's kind of what ARP was saying. Like, if Tay-Rock would have not took some of them battles, and that's no knock to Tay-Rock, because, Tay-Rock is Tay-Rock. But I'm just saying, like, it got to be you got to carry yourself with a certain sense of not just everybody can battle me. Because if we face to face and we standing on the same stage and you mid tier and I'm supposedly God tier, to the fans, y'all just 2 battlers on stage. It got to be something that separates.
I can't watch Xerxes bleed once a month. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got to pop up at the end of the movie and chop off somebody's head, King Leonidas's head or some shit like that. You can't bleed once a month. You just can't do that. Like, and I think it's great. Like somebody like a Tay-Rock gives his status, his performances to a Bankhead, but I can't see that. You ask Holla right now, what's up? They ask him every month, what's up with you and the up and coming? Look at the way this motherfucker curves the fucking question. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You can't do. It's not easy to do.
It's a booking
when you're a God
thing. It sounds like, and that's really where I'm at with it. Because, for instance, like, to give the flip side, I think Tay-Rock is better than some of these battle rappers that we named all time, because I have a nearly identical list. I think Cassidy is a little bit of an outlier because it's like a bit of a celebrity presence. But I think Tay-Rock is still all. If you gave me like a top 5, top 10 all time battle rappers, I'd have Rock above maybe 3 or maybe all 4 of those names. I think he's a true best of all time contender. But God tier is an optic thing. It's a rarity thing. It's the way that you're booked. And that's why I always think when people talk about who graduates in this and that, it's not as simple as, oh, if I accomplish all this, I'm God tier. It's how you move. And I think that's what people miss in this newer era. I think we're just naming all-time battlers as God tier. God tiers, I pop out once every other year. I'm the final mission for your career type of shit. So.
And boss, Rock, I ain't gonna lie, Rock probably is the person that makes the debate the toughest because of the criteria that we're setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to be a God tier. Like, nobody wants to take him out of that, me included.
Right.
But once we put down the definition, it is what it is.
I know that's what I'm saying, and I get what y'all saying, but I hate dinging him for his activity,
me too.
right? Because even like a Bankhead, right? Bankhead is Milwaukee's god. Like you go to Wisconsin, you go like Black Ice, like he is their guy. Tay-Rock is the I'm coming where you are, whoever your God is, send them to me type thing.
For sure. And I respect that about Tay. He come to Bags and Bodies and come, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Tay-Rock the exception because he done did it before. But like I said, in 2025, he is still giving battle rappers their first. So he did something that Verb has never done. So how can we flaw him for that? We got niggas as they call it, huh?
You know what? Y'all done made a believer out of my criteria. As much as I want to stick to the black and white of the definition that I had all y'all set before I gave my little 2 cents. Tay-Rock is the Neo. Fuck it.
For sure. He is. But like what I said about ARP, so check it out though. So just be honest though. We got somebody, if he's doing something that somebody then God tier, that a candidate then did that's God tier, that he's doing something that he's never done. shouldn't that matter though? Because I can't name one person that Verb battled and was their first million. And
No, that's part of it. That's
not
part
only
of it.
that, Verb ain't had a 1 million view battle in 7 years.
Yeah, giving somebody a 1 million view battle that's never had a 1 million view battle before. I mean, now see, we grade a little bit because Charlie Clips did that for Rosenberg Raw, for example.
And I think
right?
I think Clips is one of the highest viewed nigga ever. Like, so he got the most views ever. So
but that's exactly why views is one of multiple criteria for if we only said views then my God tier definitely is nobody else can come close to it. Because if you ever put up a battle and it's 150,000 views, you're out the conversation, right?
Yeah, for sure.
because Clips got some of those, Arsenal got some of those, DNA got some of those, the Clips. He's good for 500 plus almost every time out, but I pull up a bunch of his battles that's under 500,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't just use numbers. We know that. We can't.
Yeah.
But it is an indicator. When you say somebody like Rock gave A Ward, who was a legend within himself, his first 1 million views, I don't just key on the views with that. I just use that as an indicator of how much people stop and pay attention to you. You as an A side, or like we're saying, Rock, we're going to put him in that God tier bracket. That situation, you carry the majority of people saying, I got to check this out. I got to check this out.
Mind you, and that's given that A Ward has battled the likes of Charlie Clips and stuff like that. And Charlie Clips then gave a few people 1 million views.
Not only that though, when we break it down, boss, this the biggest example I can give. Max Out 3 was quote unquote the best promo run ever. And that battle was a great battle. And Tay-Rock didn't do half of that shit for the promo and that, and did double the views on a smaller channel. On a smaller channel. So you can't even give a nigga 1 million views on a channel with 500,000 subs. But Tay-Rock battled the same nigga without the antics, dissing his mama, none of that shit for 4 months straight, and gave him 1 million views. That's crazy.
Now we're talking about God tier from a fan perspective and from a battle rapper's perspective, which actually matters the most. Well, hold on, because that's where I was about to go in a second. I think the league owner's perspective on a God tier matters the least. Let me make that clear. But you want to know the criteria that a league owner is going to put on that? Your draw.
Yeah.
Your draw. There's no way I'm booking a God tier, right? And it puts up those type of numbers, or you create that type of money. Like if you're talking about the secret battle on Max Out 3 has more YouTube views than the promotional run of a lifetime.
Event. Yeah.
That don't make no sense from a league owner. That don't make no sense at all. So now here's one of the biggest criteria for a God tier in a league owner's eyes, right?
Yeah.
Are they paying for you? Because I don't care how much you promote. Loaded Lux don't promote shit.
Yeah.
Loaded Lux is the promoter since when?
Yeah.
Right? But you want to know what? If Loaded Lux tell me I need $100,000 just to have a conversation, I bet you I entertain it.
Yeah.
Because I know they're gonna pay for him, even if he don't promote, because they're gonna pay for him.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay for him. Everybody's gonna stop and they're gonna say, I'm giving him my $50. That's very, very different than being very entertaining and being on spaces every day and smart people along with a shitload of dumb people listening to you just entertain them like a clown show every day. That's very different.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very different.
For sure. Nah, you're right. It's good hearing it from the fans and then the people, the media that's in it, like, you know what I'm saying, Jay Schmo, the managers, the balls league. It's always different. Like I said, the fans, some people you can't tell the fans shit. I be looking at the fans picks and I be seeing some names. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But you can't knock them. They the fan. Like the shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it be. But for the most part, the other battle rappers know. It's just like NBA. You know the all-star. You know when, you know what I'm saying, LeBron, Steph Curry then walk in. You know it's a different media, is more media running after. Like you can just tell the battle rappers know what's up. The battle rappers know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So that was a healthy conversation, man. We on today's episode we put A Verb career under the microscope. And I think I'll let y'all take whatever y'all took from it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let y'all tag me. We're gonna do every top tier. That's what I'm gonna do all the way leading up to my battle. We're gonna put everybody resume under the microscope. Ain't no more. I stood in front of such and such. What did you do when you stood in front of them? We could do this every Saturday. We could do this twice a week. Whatever y'all want, fans, y'all let me know.
It's a good series, man. People forget their history. There's a lot of fans that just don't know some of this history.
Yeah, I might move it to my YouTube and go live from my YouTube, and those niggas can see put faces with it if y'all want. Whatever y'all want, I'm gonna let y'all dictate.
I'm gonna call you. You can stream at all of them at the same time. Yep.
All right, help me. Yeah, help me. I don't know how to do it. So yeah, help me. I'm gonna do that. We'll let the fans see who the next top tier y'all want under the microscope. We're gonna see who really putting in work, who really bodying niggas, who getting bodied, who having terrible losses, who cheating the fans. We're gonna do all of that. And we call this the bags and bodies microscope. And I appreciate y'all, man.
Real quick, Holla. So before we leave, so we decided that the only God tiers is Mook, Lux, and Holla, and Cassidy. You know, but we
no. You know what? You know, I got a better question. Did we all come into agreement that what's the percentage of a Verb career? Like what do we knowing that what we did for Gnome and Summer Madness URL? Did he stink half his time on URL? Did he look good on KOTD? Volume? That's what I'm gonna let y'all. We ain't gonna answer that yet. I'm gonna let y'all go through that. Jay Small and Boss and Showtime, y'all get a chance. Come up with the numbers that we came up with Gnome and Summer Madnesses, and because I want people to look at it visually. Like this, what we came up with, y'all. His 5 Summer Madnesses, 3 was body bags, 1 clear law. Boom. His Gnomes, he had 2 good battles, 2 clear law. I want to come up with that number on each league, and we're gonna come up with a percentage of overall bad losses, with body bags, bad showings, clear losses, wins, and did he body bag niggas? Matter of fact, before I go, has Verb ever body bagged a nigga besides SB?
He body bag Core.
You think he body bag Cortez?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got him out of there.
That was a 30 for sure. Yeah, no, Cortez ain't winning. I don't think a bar. I ain't gonna cap.
So y'all so you saying body bag Cortez? Okay, so
Swave.
I got a way more.
Swave was a clear body.
Oh
That's
yeah,
fact.
he definitely.
Swerve was a clear.
Did.
Yeah,
Did.
Swave was a clear body.
So he got 2
bodies. I got a way more entertaining question before you get out of here, Holla.
Uh-huh.
A way more entertaining question. So there's this legendary moment in battle rap history where this battle rapper named Verb is just on stage yelling, "It ain't gonna be that though. It ain't gonna be that though."
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
There's another battle rapper on stage with him, and if you zoom in, you see that person taking his watch off and sliding his watch in his pocket like he about to fight with Verb. How do you feel about that moment now?
I want to take it back because I know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one thing about me. I'm gonna only get like this to people who deserve it. At the time, you know, that was before his Mook battle, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, before his Mook battle. Yeah, you know. So I mean, you know, I battled. He chose to battle me. I'm a rider. One thing about me, I'm loyal. Everybody will tell you when I rock with you, I rock with you. So that just show you the type of person I am. I'm ready up there to get jumped with him. I'm on stage ready to go to war with my nigga. Only for a couple years later, him to tell somebody, you can't book Hitman and get him more than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I be doing and the type of loyalty I be giving to niggas that don't even deserve it. You know what I'm saying? K Shiner was up there acting, you know what I'm saying? Acting like they ain't fuck with him. Boom, fuck him, this and that. I'm ready to ride. And a couple years later, you tell a nigga, you better not pay Hitman more than me. That's crazy, though. But I feel good, ARP. I'm a rider, man. That's what I do for my people. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I mean, you know me better than that. I really just wanted, I kind of thought what your answer was going to be. This ain't scripted. I just wanted that on record because today when I did my live, I kind of delivered evidence about how you would stick up for the man, you know, prior to him acting the way he acted behind your back. So I just wanted you on record answering that question. I'll fuck around and use this space. I appreciate it. That's all.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
appreciate it.
Cause I before you go, you see I posted something with Surf. Surfer's bombing on what I say now, Surf, man. Just wait till I leave the space, man. You know what I'm saying? I even Surf knew I was cooler with Surf than I was even with Verb. But what I do, nah, Surf, leave him alone. Wait till I get out before you talk bad about him. That's the
Interesting.
type of nigga I am. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
That's just what a real nigga do.
Interesting. Damn.